3.
A verdict in the fatal shooting of an Arvada police officer. A jury has found Sonny Almanza guilty of first-degree murder of a peace officer. Arvada police officer Dylan Vakoff was shot and killed in the line of duty in September of last year. Vakoff was responding to a disturbance call involving Almanza and relatives of the mother of Almanza's child. Almanza's cousin, Chantel Swan, termed the verdict unfair.
There's not one minority in that jury. All white people. Out of 400 people, there was black, there was Hispanics. How come there was not one black person, one Hispanic person there?
Reporters described the courtroom scene tense when the verdict was read. It carries a life sentence, but appeals are expected. Police have arrested 38-year-old Travis Jackson. They believe a shooting came during a drug deal in which Jackson tried to rob the victim. And snow tonight in the Denver area. Not a lot of accumulation, 1 to 3 inches by tomorrow morning. I'm David Kale.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Peppermint Frosty.
Despite the impending wintry weather, we're seeing an easy drive throughout the Denver Metro this Friday mid-morning. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town. I-70 east and westbound, it's easy driving from the DIA area to Foothills and back again. South of DIA, I-225 north and southbound, no complaints through Aurora and DTC. And for folks heading to the Boulder area, Highway 36 east and westbound, flowing free as well. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, snow later today throughout the Denver Metro. High of 40 degrees this afternoon, overnight low of 20. Tomorrow, high 38, partly cloudy skies, warming up significantly on Sunday after the snow with a high of 50. The current temperature is 36 degrees with your Impact Traffic and weather. Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
The holidays are back, and you know what else is back? Wendy's Peppermint Frosty. So take some time for yourself with this cold and creamy treat this year. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Peppermint Frosty. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Vanilla Frosty is temporarily unavailable.
Bigger is not always better. With car accidents, I don't want a giant firm where I'm just a number. That's why I use John Fuller as my accident lawyer on my radio show. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I know you don't want to be just a number either. So call John Fuller, and you'll notice the difference right away. John handles each and every case personally. You get his personal cell phone number and attention. Let my accident lawyer be your accident lawyer at myaccidentlawyer.co for Colorado. myaccidentlawyer.co. Get free evaluation of your case, and if you choose Fuller Law, you only pay a small fee when you win. John believes each and every client is important, not just the giant cases. He knows you need answers, you need advice, you need action. Don't wait in line. myaccidentlawyer.co, where you're not just a number. 303-597-4500. 597-4500. myaccidentlawyer.co.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
Do you Twitter?
Follow the Troubleshooter at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of Denver's talk station on Twitter.
Just give me your Twitter and I'll follow you.
Find us right now at 630 KHOW.
Talk radio. Conservative talk radio.
Wake up on the right side. Mornings with Michael Brown. And keep it right. Afternoons with Dan Kaplis.
Love the show. Love the station.
Denver's talk station.
That's just good radio.
630 KHOW.
Yeah.
Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
It's me. Welcome to the show. Here to help you solve your problems, answer your questions, and making your life just a little easier. 303-713-TALK is our number, 713-8255. You can text us 57739, put Tom there, and that'll come right to me. I realized if you do a text without a name in it, one of the talk show host names, it doesn't show up. And by the way, I'm here in the not the mothership. They're at the mothership there. We got Kevin Calkin, Jeff Vick, Deputy Doc, and Marc Mager. And Suze is on the controls, taking your calls, so give us a call, 303-713-TALK. Welcome to the show. Let's go to the first call. She's looking for work, or his wife is looking for work. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Is it Kjell?
It's Kjell Arne. It's Norwegian, so it's hard.
Okay, how do I want to say it right. What is it?
Kjell Arne.
Okay.
Kjell Arne.
Kjell Arne.
Close, yes.
Hey, it's Norwegian.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's going on?
Well, we've had a rough 2 years. Mom had dementia, or has dementia, and long story short, she lived with us for 2 years, and it just came down to needing somebody to stay home, which was my wife. We have no other family, so it took a financial hit on us.
Okay, so you took a financial hit because you're taking care of your mom. Well,
right, and
I will say this, that's a good reason if you have to have one. So
what's
going on now? How can we help you?
Well, now Mom's in assisted living, and my wife has put in some resumes for customer service or, an office position.
Did your wife have a position before all of these problems?
She did, yes. She was working, and then...
What did she do?
She was customer service for a chemical company and also inventory specialist.
Okay, how long did she work?
She's worked up until a year and a half ago, and so it's just now, trying to get back into work.
Okay. So what can we do for you? Tell me what we can do for you.
Is there do you know of anybody? We live in the Colorado Springs area. If you know of anybody that is looking for a customer service rep, just so that she can get in, because...
Okay, now, when you say customer service rep, do you mean phone work from home, or do you mean in the office, or what?
She did both. So she worked from home and also in the office. It doesn't matter.
Okay, there are two places that come to mind right now.
Okay.
Plumline Services. They hire a lot. Now, I'm not sure if they need anyone right now, but we can call and check.
I think they're down in the Springs, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would just post something on Indeed, Monster, and LinkedIn. And companies pay big money.
Are you in the Springs?
Yes, and she has put her resume out there, on Indeed and LinkedIn.
Who do we know in the Springs, Mark?
Well, we know lots of people in the Springs. I don't know if anyone's hiring customer service right now.
Well, customer service would be taking calls, dispatching too, right? All of that.
Yeah, of course.
So,
I mean, Smith is down there, but I think he's just looking for technicians and salespeople.
I find it I find it hard to believe you're not getting any nibbles. Where has she tried? Has she tried the big malls and department stores and all of that?
No. So she's trying more a business office. Just for the experience that she has with the pay.
Mm-hmm. And you say pay. I mean, a lot of people...
I just Googled it, man. Customer service jobs, Colorado Springs. There's 100+ here. Everywhere from UniFirst, which is a uniform company I've heard of, the National Forest Service, Fidelity Investments, Pizza Hut, United Health Group. There's hundreds of them, man.
Yeah, what's the matter for you? Hey, really, let's, this is weird. Mark says there's a ton of them. Is there something you're not doing?
No, I mean, she's doing that. She's going on Indeed. She's putting in her resumes.
Just Google it, man, like I did. The phone numbers are there, everything. Client support, here's one of hundreds. Client support customer service rep on-site, MediRide, Colorado Springs. The next one is Elwood Staffing Service. The next one is public storage, customer service rep, customer consultant via GIBO, whatever that means. I mean, there's hundreds of them.
Yeah, I know. And she's put them in.
She's got to start knocking on some doors, bro.
All right. Well, thank you. I apologize for bothering you guys.
No, you're not bothering us, man.
All. There's no bother. I'm saying instead of just putting it up online, I would look at these addresses and go down and start talking to people, man. I need a job.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, is that am I being too harsh? I mean, honestly, guys, if she's listing it on Deed and stuff and it's not getting anywhere, you start knocking on doors.
Well, being the end of the year, it could be slow as far as the hiring process.
Could be
so
really
they may be
slow.
waiting until after the first of the year.
But I think you're right. I definitely would hire somebody who walks in and wants to talk as opposed to mailing stuff.
I have a crazy idea. What about applying to the police department and being trained as a 911 operator?
That's not a bad deal at all. They're always looking for people.
They're always looking for people. It's a great job.
That's right. That's EMT, 911, fire, all of it.
Right.
Okay, so here's the deal. Tell us how you do, though. Don't say you're bothering us. You're not bothering us. And that's
not
really
at all.
You're not. No. Today is car day, by the way, so we will take calls on cars and anything else, of course, that you want to talk about. And all you have to do is call. We have our experts in. Anything about car day, cars. Andrea, what's going on with you, Andrea? Andrea? Okay, we should be there. Andrea, are you there?
Yeah, it's Andrea. I'm here.
Hey, what's happening, Andrea?
Hi. I live in a low-income subsidized, apartment home.
Now, when you say subsidized, was it Section 8?
Well, not necessarily. Like, I don't have a Section 8 voucher through the state, but, there's a certain amount of units that are available for low-income or families that don't quite make enough money to pay for
Okay,
it.
so it's an apartment?
It's a townhouse.
Okay, and what happened?
Well, I've been fighting this case for about a year and a half.
A year and a half? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, during the COVID, the pandemic, they were there was a program out here, or a government program that was helping with rental assistance, and we were told by management to go ahead and apply for it because it was available for all families.
Well,
So,
did the pandemic affect you, or did you just want a rent break?
No, I was homeless after I had got cancer, me and my children and my husband, and then we moved. We were homeless for a year and a half, and then we moved into these places 4 years ago.
And when you moved into the place, then the pandemic came, and you're saying you wanted to take a break, but it wasn't the actual pandemic affecting you directly. It was previous problems?
No, it's not that we want to take a break. The management had told us to apply for this funding. So
Okay,
that
no,
we can
I
get
get it.
rentals.
I get it. And you could use it because of your previous problems.
But I missed something. What does it mean, take a break? I totally missed that, Tom.
Mark, here's what I said. Those are my words, not hers. What I meant was, if people, this is something I just want to say, okay? And it's not against her. During COVID, there were rental assistance programs. They were supposed to be for people affected by COVID. But everyone who wanted a rent break, they just wanted to get it. And people applied right and left, up and down, and all around. Even if they weren't affected by COVID. People stopped paying rent. Some people just stopped paying because they couldn't be evicted. Other people got rental assistance. So all I'm asking was this. When you applied for the rental assistance program, were you having a difficult time making rent? That's all I want to know, Andrew. Were you having a difficult time?
No, and I didn't apply for this. I didn't apply for it like I was told to because I wasn't behind rent and I wasn't affected.
Okay, I get it. And I was just trying to figure it out. But go ahead. What else happened?
Yeah, okay. So this lady that insisted, that we all apply for it, I wasn't behind rent and I wasn't affected by the pandemic. So I refused to because I thought other people can utilize the government assistance.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
She lied and she tried to forge many of our signatures and saying that we were paying full rent.
The landlord did this?
It was I don't even know, the front desk staff.
The property manager, maybe.
Yes. Yes, for Avail. Yes, which is the corporation that owns.
So the property manager, applied in many residents' names.
Yes, saying that we were paying full rent amount so that they were granted a full amount.
I get it. The property manager committed fraud.
Yes. So I don't have any concrete. I'm not very, very sure, but word is that she got fired for embezzlement because I had spoke to this neighbor to neighbor, which I had to do an interview, and they had. No,
I get it. So what? How is this affecting you? How is this affecting you now?
Okay. So anyhow, I'm evicted. They threw all of mine and my kids' belongings out into the parking lot, and they tried.
Wait, Andrea, hold on. Mm-hmm. We went from the manager applying for assistance in your name and being fired to your stuff being thrown in the parking lot. What am I missing?
So she had said that I was reliable. I was responsible for a full amount of rent, so she can get, so she could get this amount of money from the COVID funding release. Anyhow, so she told me that so it's a little confusing, but I had an identity theft issue a year before this, before she even went there, and it was taken care of. I proved that it wasn't me that was working, in Tennessee. So I let her know every year through the subsidized program, they run this report, making sure that you're still eligible for that amount, and you're not making the income that, that qualifies you for it.
If you were already evicted, though, I'm just a little curious how we can help you out today.
No, I'm more curious than that. Hold on, Andrea. I need to take a break, okay? Really, this story is just convoluted, and I purposely let you go on. So here's what I need to understand. She was claiming that you were not paying full rent, even though you were on a subsidized program. However, how did that translate to the actual property owners believing that and then evicting you if you have records showing that you were on a subsidized program? I will be asking about that coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
I get it. You were planning Thanksgiving, enjoying Colorado's short autumn. We've all been busy. But if you're on Medicare, do you realize you're just days away from the December 7th deadline? And if you miss it, you might default into a plan that doesn't suit your needs? Don't worry, Integrity Health Advisors is here for you. Get in touch with Integrity Health Advisors today and they will find the right plan, which might not be your current plan, and get you covered. Integrity Health Advisors charges you nothing for their expert help, so get started right now at integrityhealthadvisors.com.
Do more together this holiday in a new Chevy. Take on more adventure in the strong and capable Chevy Silverado. More confidence in the Chevy Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs 2 years running. And more value in the all-new Chevy Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Bring the holidays together in a new Chevy. See your Colorado Chevy dealer. For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Hey, are you planning to get an updated COVID-19 vaccine?
Yep, I don't want to get seriously sick and miss out on spending time with friends and family during the holidays.
Does it cost a lot? I don't have insurance.
If you don't have health insurance, or if your insurance doesn't cover an updated COVID-19 vaccine, you can get one for free with the Bridge Access program. Just look for places that participate in Bridge Access on vaccines.gov.
Sounds good. Bridge Access on vaccines.gov.
A message from CDC.
You have to check out the new line of flooring that SimplyFloorsInc.com has. It's called Proximity Mills. Whether you're looking for luxury vinyl planks, hardwood, carpet, tile, they have it all, including scratch resistant, waterproof. You need to go to SimplyFloorsInc.com. They have a showroom up north. They have a showroom south that's brand new. They have in-home shopping. They have color experts to help you choose product. Impeccable service, great pricing. SimplyFloorsInc.com. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Save big this holiday season. At Fitness Gallery, we have deals everywhere, up to 50% off.
Save on a true M30 treadmill for $700 off, with some models up to $3,000 off. For the fitness fanatic on your Christmas list, we have the largest selection of fitness accessories in the country. We have the nation's lowest prices on the best equipment you can buy. We offer delivery, installation, and service. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins. We have you covered.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code.
I'm asking. I mean, I don't know what they're hearing.
Do you hear how many fingers I'm holding up?
Yeah. Hello?
It's one.
People, can you hear us or not?
Here, I'll dial in and just listen. Jiminy Christmas.
Commercials.
All they hear is commercials, so that's you, Shannon.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's Thomas?
How are you feeding YouTube? What did I say to you in the break?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yes,
because,
it does.
No, because they're hearing commercials.
They're hearing commercials.
Now we can hear you.
Hearing commercials.
So Shannon did something.
I didn't put...
Shannon did
He just
something.
said he liked us, Mark.
Shannon did something. Shannon did something. Shannon did something.
I did not.
Shannon did something.
That is
Hello.
obnoxious.
How come we're hearing a lot of shit? How come we're hearing a lot of shit?
Over and over again.
Hello.
We're the
Hello.
worst radio show ever, I swear. Worst radio show ever, I swear.
Wow, that was a trip down acid
I
lane.
didn't change anything, you rat bastard.
That reminded me of a Dead concert I
What
went
are we
to.
done with? Are we done with Andrea?
Oh, just hit X
just
on
get
all of the
started.
lines. Let's start over.
God, come in and Shannon's got the fucking volume down.
Hey, so are we feeding YouTube through Tom's Access?
Shoot, I got to get Ken a splitter so he can hear our shit.
I don't know.
Oh, for the...
Good Lord,
I
Roddy
don't
35.
know. How do you have it now?
Well, if I did change anything, it was turning off Switchblade. Now I got to listen again just to see.
So don't trust the insurance adjuster to tell you. Levine Law, 303-333.
Hey,
I thought he was
you
one of
are
the Beetle guy.
feeding through...
Feeding like a bump on the log.
I kind of saw that.
You dumbass, you are feeding through Switchblade.
Okay, good.
That's why they were getting commercials, because you told me...
Why are you on Switchblade?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hello, 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 hello.
No, I'm not doing that anymore. God damn.
I got to sign on to the YouTube morons.
Between that and the callers, I need a drink, John Libby says.
Gino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, I got to readjust my bush here. It's not my Christmas bush. It just doesn't look good in the frame there.
I like how he puts a couple lights around a shrub and calls it a Christmas tree.
I didn't do it. Stephanie got that. Stephanie got that.
It looks like it should be out front.
Where?
Or put it right in front of
behind me?
And for people that have no idea what we're talking about,
leave it to us.
You can go to youtube.com and type in Troubleshooter Network and look at Tom's bush.
It is a little feeble looking in there. Anyway, let me go to the phones. This is serious. So, Andrea, just help us understand. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. So, you're in low-income subsidized housing. Now, somehow, during the pandemic and afterwards, the manager claimed you should be paying full price. By the way, what is the difference between full price and the price you were paying?
30%. 30% of my income.
But you were on a true subsidized program for which you applied every year.
Yes.
Okay, now, this property manager is gone. So who is evicting you now?
It's the company that owns them.
Okay. Now, is the property owner, let's call them the landlord, is the landlord evicting you because of what the previous manager claimed?
Yes.
Okay, but don't you have records showing that they were getting full rent? They were getting 30% from you and 70% from the program, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, okay. Well, won't that keep you from getting evicted?
Well, she said her stuff's already in the front yard.
Yeah, this happened 2 days ago.
We can't go back in time. She's already had a day in court.
But Andrea, how did you show up at court and tell them you were on a subsidized program?
Yes, I did.
And what did they say? No, you're not?
They told me that I failed. They changed it to a non-payment of rent because I didn't know what the subsidized. I ended up applying for TANF because I was.
Andrea, no, you keep skipping out on that one problem. When you went to court, you had a subsidized program. Did you tell them that you were on a subsidized program?
Yes, I did.
And what did they say? No, you're not?
The judge just granted them the eviction.
Okay, then you're not. Then you were not on subsidy. Then they were not getting full rent. Is that correct?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
But
do you have proof? Do you have proof that they were getting full rent and evicted you anyway?
Yes.
And where's your proof?
It's in my lease, and I was told that the lady that was above the property manager that I was dealing with said that they cannot kick me off of subsidized housing for any reason, which they did. So when I was trying my hardest to find
none of that information is right, though. That's not true what you just said. I don't care if it's Section 8 or anything else. If you're making meth, for example, they can kick you out of there. But the issue now is you need a house. Do you have a voucher? Can we help you find something?
Wait. No, where's your stuff right now, Andrea?
Getting ready to take it to storage.
We need, honest to God, we need to call property management. There was no way they could have evicted you if you were paying rent.
It already went through the courts, though, Tom. The judge already signed off
Something
on
is
it.
wrong. Either they're lying or she's lying.
Yeah, and this has happened. I'm not the only family this has happened to. It's happened to, I want to say, I don't know for sure, but what I'm hearing is...
You're telling me they're evicting people who are on subsidized housing?
Yes, they are. They're threatening. A lot of them have just moved out because they said either we'll go ahead and vacate what you owe, and saying all these people and these families owe $17,000, and if not, they're going to put an eviction on their record.
Andrea, is it possible? Andrea, is it possible that you were not on the program you thought you were on?
No, that's not possible. I have
What's the name of the program?
The name of the corporate office is Avail.
No, the name of the subsidized housing program.
I don't know exactly what the name of it is, but it's through the apartment complex. Like I said, they have every...
No. Hold on. Red flag. So this was the apartment complex that applied for subsidy for you?
Yes. They have a certain amount of units that are subsidized housing through them, and then through the government, and then there's a certain amount that they can accept Section 8 vouchers, and then there's people that pay full rent here.
Okay. So you're saying you were on a program sponsored by the actual apartment complex?
Yes.
Do you have any proof of that?
I have my original lease that shows, that.
And when was that lease up?
Well, it was up every year. So May 2019, I moved.
I'm talking about this lease, the one right now that you're under. When is it up?
Well, it was up until May.
Hey, where is this located?
Wait a minute. So your lease was up in May.
Well, every year they were okay.
Was Andrea, there's a straight question. Were you under a lease at the time you were evicted?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and when does that lease expire?
It expired May of every year.
See, so now you said, hold on. You hear what you're saying? You said this happened 2 days ago. You said you were under a lease. I asked you, when does that lease expire? And you used the words, it expired in May. So you were not under a lease.
I wonder if she worked for Vail Properties or something.
So
at
they've
one
been
point.
trying to.
So hold on. When this lease expired in May, did you have a new one?
No.
Okay, so the answer then, you were not under a lease.
Well, during the pandemic, they were.
All right,
going
we'll
month
see
to
you.
month.
Take it easy. Andrea, we can't help you. I'm sorry. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm going to tell you something. If I can't get answers, I can't help. She is not telling me the whole story. I can't help. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's going to be, all right? You got to tell me the story. I'm willing to go a million miles if you tell me the story. Philip, what's going on with you, Philip? Welcome. What's happening?
Hello, sir. I'm calling up with a follow-up. You guys helped me on October 10th about moving into a complex that they said they wouldn't let me move in because my husband didn't have documents.
I remember that.
I do
Let's
too.
see. I kind of remember that, Philip. You wanted to get. There was someone was on the lease, but they wouldn't let other one.
He wasn't documented, so they couldn't add him at the time. Then he got documented, and they wouldn't add him.
Thank you, Mark. Go ahead. What happened then, Philip? What's going on now?
We're still having problems. So Doc went out to the location the day before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And still don't have access for one of our cars, for one of the amenities, that kind of stuff for my husband.
Yeah, but let's get right down to it. Is your husband on the lease now or not?
No, he's not. They made us reapply again last Thursday, and I've been reaching out.
But why did they make you reapply?
Because they said they don't have his information. So we did it for the third time.
God, are they just giving you a hard time?
They are, Tom. I went out there. And
Tell me, Jock.
I went out there, talked to the property management at Tava Waters, and they said they couldn't help me. They gave me the name of somebody who is the manager, and I gave Philip her telephone number and email to contact. And apparently he did, right, Philip?
I did. The phone number went through to nobody, and the email address, I've gotten no response. So
for some reason, I don't have a record of your original call, and I remember this call. So, but here's what I don't understand. Do you think they just want to get rid of you?
I pay my rent on time. I do everything fine. I don't make any complaints. I don't ask for any maintenance issues. I don't do anything.
Then why are you getting such a... Is your husband right now legally documented?
Yes, he is. He has a social, a work ID, driver's license. He has a job. We submitted paycheck stubs.
This does not... Now I see it. It was October 6th. So, Doc, what do you think? What was your gut, Doc?
I think it's just incompetence.
Okay, can you call back over there, Doc? Seriously.
Yeah, I'll go over there.
Now,
Tom,
so the landlord says he has to reapply with your husband. So do you have a current lease with you and your husband on the lease, Philip?
I am on the lease. He is not. So
okay. So that's why they had you reapply, right?
No, but on October 31st, they sent me documents just to add him as a roommate. And they took that back. They said they sent that out ahead of time, and my husband was not approved, so they rescinded that part.
Because he wasn't documented. But didn't they say you could reapply after he was documented?
So on Halloween, October 31st, when they sent us the documents, he had documents. He had documents on October 10th. So we've been doing this for 2 months with them. And
this is ridiculous.
They just sent me an email that they sent my rent check back to me, but they were stopping payment on it. And as soon as I got the check, I'm supposed to bring it back into the leasing office.
Well, so what do you think? Okay, so they made you reapply, is that right?
Yeah, I've signed 3 different leases with them.
All right, right now though, are you reapplied right now?
Okay.
Are you reapplied right now, Philip?
No, I'm not. I'm approved. I have a lease. Everything is done. Everything is cool.
So what's the problem now?
So since my husband is not approved on the lease, we don't get a badge for parking for our other car. He doesn't get a badge for the gym or anything. So when he uses my stuff, I can't get into my own apartment complex. I have to wait for a car to go in, or I have to wait for someone to open the gate. I can't even enter my own community because I only have a badge for one car.
Okay, I get it. So is that the issue, though? They're not telling you have to leave. They're not evicting you. They're just not adding him and giving him the privileges.
Right, and I asked them last night, I go, can you
okay, Philip, that's it. If that's it, then we can call on that one issue. I just didn't want to stir up the whole thing. So right now, all we're saying is this. You're married. Your spouse cannot get privileges to park and enter the complex. I'm sure there's going to be a small upcharge. Whenever you have somebody living with you, there's a small upcharge, I believe. But you're not complaining about that. Doc, since you talked to him already, why don't
Tom,
you...
I live there, so I'll just go over to the residence office.
You what?
I live there.
You have?
No, I live there.
Wait, he's in your complex, Phil?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Tava Waters is a huge development, and there are different areas with different names for different types of housing. So I will go down there after the show on my way home and talk to them one more time.
And here's what we're going to talk about to keep it simple. Seriously. He simply wants to know the process for getting a parking pass and an entry.
Right.
What is there a gate there, Doc? Is that
There's
what it is?
multiple gates.
Okay. So he
Philip,
needs a gate.
The other thing you can do is go in through the construction entrance. That's open.
Yeah, I know,
during the
but he
daytime.
wants... Listen,
I know,
he
I'm just
doesn't...
saying in the meantime.
Yeah. Okay, so Philip, Doc is going to follow this up. 303-713-8255, waterpros.net, the best water systems, the lowest prices. You know what I think about them. They're great. Give your family a great gift for Christmas, and that is a water system to purify your water. It's cheaper than any plumber can ever do, like by twice as cheap. Let's put it this way. If you go to a plumber, you'll pay twice as much or even triple. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
We went straight to music like 3 times yesterday. I think they finally got this Biden character, man.
I don't know. Were you actually reading what they were saying when you pointed that they were talking about it?
No,
they were just talking on the prosecution's going to have a hard time convincing any jury this, that, and the other thing, and that. But
it's a good thing I didn't say anything.
That they didn't have a case, basically.
You know, Frank Duran, the real estate man, is one of the finest people I know. When I look back over the many, many years we've been together, he has helped so many people avoid foreclosure, sell their home, buy a home. And what he wants to do is give you comfort before listing with no obligation. So if you want to know what your house will sell for, he'll go back over his records. He'll check your house. Check them against comparables, similar neighborhoods. He'll look in your neighborhood. He'll look at supply and demand and interest rates and everything else to come up with a figure. And it'll be pretty damn accurate. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Can I twist your arm and have you on the show? That's okay.
She's still in line, Mark, for your Tesla truck?
Yeah. I'll take it, man. I have
Hey,
no
Mark,
doubt.
I'm in line.
Cool.
I'm in line.
I like it. I watched a full video on it the other day. It's very
Here's
unique.
the problem.
Do you know it's got rear wheel steering?
Do you know what the price is, Mark?
I have no idea.
It's $100 grand.
I thought it started at like 66 or something.
Oh no,
they were going to be like 40 at one point.
Hey, I have a deposit down, and it says on part of my contract it will be before Mark.
You getting a Cybertruck?
It actually says that before. It's only valid if I get it before Marc Mager.
If Elon delivers it.
I'll replace our Santa Fe.
By the way,
I love that Cybertruck. What are you kidding
I think
me?
It's ugly.
Hey, shut up, Suze.
I know. Mark wants one. I'm like,
Well,
that
you know what
ugly.
though? I give her
bulletproof.
grace because she doesn't have good taste.
And arrow.
Oh gosh.
We actually shot arrows at it too.
It looks like it's supposed to be roving on Mars or something. Like God.
All right. Hey, Tom, here's one that you can put in the book, by the way. That occasionally you and Doc are like listening to two old guys fight over the remote at the day room at a home somewhere.
Hey, it is, man. Have you seen that? Not Dumb and Dumber, but Grumpy Old Man.
Yes.
Yeah. Grumpy Old Man.
I live there. What did you do there? I lived there. Oh, when did you live there? I lived there. Holy crap.
I've heard my parents screaming at each other from the kitchen to the living room, talking about entirely different subjects.
Yep. Oh, fantastic.
Hey, Tom, you're a big shot. Can't you get him fired?
Shot cake.
Who?
Shannon.
Should we talk about
No,
the
I
number
can't
of times
actually.
you've tried?
Actually,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, how many
they'd
times
probably
have you
keep-
tried to get rid of Shannon?
Going
probably
back to
keep him.
Behrenfeld.
They'd keep him before me.
Dave, you fire this bastard right now. Tom, we're not firing Shannon. Come here. Talk to me for a minute. He walks you down the hall.
Shannon, I don't recall ever wanting you fired.
Not even when Shannon threw something at you?
I hit you in the head with a cart.
A cart.
I
don't remember that.
I'd say I'm sorry, but it really is part of the fabric of
Hey,
our relationship.
Shannon, do you remember our staff meetings?
Oh,
chicken,
the
we
best.
don't. Wait, chicken, we don't need no
News
fucking
talk
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hal and Charlie.
We don't need no fucking chicken.
Charlie was the best. And Dave, Charlie, we'll talk about it later. Okay, everybody, let's go on with the meeting.
Do you know Charlie?
Bullshit.
Hold on.
Bullshit.
Charlie, not only is he dead, but his lovely wife was.
She preceded him in death, oddly.
And that's hard to believe.
Right.
They drank themselves to death.
So I hear a story about their house once. I didn't see it, but she had a picture of their dog about 4 inches off of the floor at the bottom of a stairway. And somebody said, "That's really cute. You have a picture of the dog down there for the dog to see." And she goes, No. That's covering up a hole in the wall that Charlie made when he fell off of the stairs.
You think we're kidding, right?
No. Oh, my God.
We are not kidding.
They were a wreck.
Oh, it was a joke.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
I remember when Tom grabbed Shannon's lanyard.
Oh, two other old people.
Oh, damn, wrong old guys.
That never happened.
I said that to Boyles. I was like, "Thanks for screwing up the lanyard policy here, you jerk."
I wish I could have been there that day.
Oh, you need more upper body strength, Pete.
Where were you, Mark?
Back when that happened? Fuck, man.
Wait a minute. No, Mark.
That was
wasn't
during
that.
your holidays, bro. I was gone, Jack.
Mark, it was it that? No.
had to
I
be
can
that
hold
long
on.
ago.
I can
Golly.
tell you
It
it
happened
wasn't.
in this fucking building.
It happened
But
in
it
this
wasn't,
room.
Mark.
This
It
room,
wasn't.
because then Mandy took over for Pete, and then Ross took over. I mean, that's 3 hosts ago.
What year do you think it was?
It wasn't that long ago, Mark.
Oh, it's like 12 years ago now.
Yep, wasn't here. I watched it on TV that he got fired.
Tommy just thinks we've been here forever, Mark.
Well,
Yeah, I
kind of
That's how
you
tight
were.
we are.
Well, because we started 1992, but when he got, when he had that second person in his life.
in that breakdown. Here we go. He thinks he's on the air. Stand by.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Diana, what's going on with you, Diana? Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me on again. I appreciate it. So me and my brother in a position. Our late brother passed away February 2020.
Were you on before, Diane?
I was.
When?
It was earlier this year when my Ford Escape engine blew up from the EcoBoost engine. And
Was it?
Ford
But
wouldn't
it wasn't
help me.
about this.
No, this is a separate issue.
Okay, so let's hear this issue then. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So in February 2020, my brother passed away, and he wasn't married. He had no children. He lived in Florida, Pinellas County. And because he wasn't married or had no other children, the homestead, his part of his estate, which is the homestead in Florida, which is the only
And you
thing I'm
said it was
talking
02
about.
2020?
Correct. 02
Okay,
2020.
listen. Where in Pinellas County? I'm just curious.
St. Petersburg.
Okay. So anyway, what happened then?
Okay, so I became the only executor, but it was just too much on me, so I asked my other brother to be co-executor. So we became co-executors on this. And the only thing that was involved was the homestead. And so we did have a probate attorney at that time. There are there's 3 other siblings involved. And what we agreed upon was the house needed a lot of repair. So what we all agreed on is that we were going to either become
So there's
owners of the
5
house
kids
or-
altogether. Let me get that straight. 5 kids altogether?
5 kids altogether. And
one
so
is
from that-
okay, go ahead. So there's 5 of you deciding to fix up the house.
well, no, there's 5 of us, but my brother wanted to keep the house and pay everybody else out, which we agreed on to do on a Google Meets call with this attorney. And what we agreed on is that we would pay out the siblings, because they're half siblings. We would pay out the full siblings and the half siblings from what the house was worth at that point.
And this was done verbally.
Verbally on a Zoom meeting with our attorney. we
So
all
on a
agreed.
Zoom meeting with the attorney, you agreed that you were at that time, the value at that time, you would pay out to the other siblings.
Correct. Both me and my brother's co-executors. So from that, and my brother did disclose that he was going to remodel the house because otherwise he couldn't do anything with it. It was uninhabitable.
I get it.
So we all agreed. My brother went ahead and was the other co-executor and rehabbed the house. Well, at that point, all of us siblings were getting along, but then at the height of the housing market, one of our siblings, actually 2 of them, became vultures, and they're like, we want more money.
It's because they know you're selling it for a profit.
Exactly.
Well,
after
okay,
we
hold
weren't
on.
gonna
Will
sell
the
it,
attorney vouch for you?
Yes, I've already talked to her as of yesterday.
Okay, so then
So,
if
but
it's
no, they
already
weren't
been
gonna
agreed
sell
to and the attorney was a
but-
witness to it, what's the issue?
Mhm. Okay, so the issue is my brother was not going to sell it.
I got to take a break. Hold on. I'm serious. Hold on. We got more coming up.
Got family and money.
What?
Family and money.
I know. When my parents passed away, we had 5 kids in family. We said, divide it up among the grandchildren. We don't want it.
Yep.
Whatever, like 6, 7 grandchildren, chop it up into 7 equal parts, give it to them. That was it. It was so easy. And just because my brother has 4 kids, my sister has 1 kid, didn't matter. Each one's entitled to 1/7 of the estate.
Yeah, but they already had an agreement. Now that
What?
they want, these folks
Yeah.
already had an agreement. Now they want to go back. So it'd be like your one single grandkid or something coming back and saying, yeah, well, their family got 3 times what our family got.
Right.
You know.
It is funny what people get.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, people that I know and trust, sponsors of this show that have helped me come up with a retirement plan. And they help me each and every day, by the way. They keep in touch with me. They'll do that with you. Whether
What's
you're
that?
30,
Oh,
growing
probate
a
should
nest
be like
egg,
the Hunger Games?
40 or 50, or getting near retirement, you can depend on them. They'll go through all of your elements, like 401ks, pensions, and all of that, to see where you need shoring up or where you are comfortable.
They'll recommend other things, possibly tapping your equity with a reverse loan, maybe not, or your estate plan to make sure that's buttoned up. They do it all. They're your quarterback. They'll meet with
See
you
this on Fox,
until
one
you
of the
feel
menu
comfortable
items at the
at no
Climate
obligation.
Summit is
So why
Wagyu
don't you
beef.
call them? You have nothing
Yeah.
to lose, everything to gain.
They had juicy
rpcenter.com.
hamburgers.
Great people.
Yep.
You will love what they
Cheesesteaks.
do. rpcenter.com.
And there was another good one.
970-663-3211.
Sounded like a football game.
And probably just adorable preteens, but I digress.
Shannon, you are sick. I
What? I
swear
don't.
to
Well,
God.
what?
Sick
Can't
motherfucker.
take you
What?
anywhere,
The climate
mister.
thing, well,
God bless.
I'm
What
saying
comes out of Shannon's mouth is not reflected by the views of the Troubleshooter team.
Hey, Suze, don't worry about it.
What
I'm
about
g-
this chick? I mean, she'd probably be there. Let's see.
That's horrifying.
Nope, wrong one.
How dare you?
Right? She's still
Can I have that as a
16 or
button?
something.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Suze, I'm
Yes.
going to the bank today. I'm going to buy iHeart, and then I'm going to fire him.
That's
Very
So by
good.
Monday, he'll
Oh,
be
crap.
gone.
Yeah. Okay. People always say, "I'll have your job." Good luck with it. Yesterday was 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. But you guys, you two know what that's like, right? Crack of dawn, sun goes down, you're still going.
Yep.
That's where they found Tony Orlando.
With dawn, in dawn?
Crack of dawn.
With
At the crack of dawn. Leave it to Jeff Vick to know all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
The only one who chimed in.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. I didn't
Took
get
me a
it.
minute. I was still thinking of Pink Lady and Jeff. Does anybody remember that deal? Jeff Altman and the two Japanese singing stars.
Nope.
Couple of seasons on TV. Pink Lady and Jeff. If you're bored, no, look it up. Okay.
It's not ringing a bell.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
I
Sounds
get
like
that
a
one.
horrible show.
Oh, it was.
That's why it only lasted 2 years.
Yep. Variety show. Very weird. And I also miss Shields and Yarnell. Anyone? Shields and Yarnell.
That one sounds
No?
familiar.
Nope.
The pantomimes?
I mean, don't make me mention Doug Henning.
Oh, I know him. He
The
was a
magi-
great.
The world is a magical, mystical place with illusions.
My uncle actually did some of the.
Whatever
choreography
happened to
for
him?
Shields and Yarnell.
I don't know. He certainly didn't turn into David Copperfield.
Yeah, but he was really good.
He was, yeah.
You like Chris Angel?
Oh, it's scary stuff. Have you ever seen him with? Why am I forgetting Han
Mark and I
Solo's
saw
name?
his show.
Who's the actor?
Harrison Ford.
Who's Han? Oh, yeah. Well, he does some trick in his house, and he says, "Okay, get the fuck out of my house."
Troubleshooter show. Please hold a minute.
That's nice. That's great. Get the fuck out of my house.
Are we gonna have any time coming back?
Oh, yeah, like
God.
almost a minute.
Days.
Yeah. None of this matters. I'm making dinner arrangements with my daughter. We are going to Who Hot in Fort Collins.
To
I
where?
want to go to Tasty Pot one of these days.
Who
and have a hot
is
pot
Mon-
meal.
Is a Mongolian
What
barbecue.
the hell is that?
Hot
Waiting
pot?
on Mark
That's kind
to
of fun.
take
That's
me
like
there.
a sort of quasi-Vietnamese sort of.
Yeah,
something
Thai,
like that. Yeah.
Vietnamese kind of thing.
Where you're kind of cooking raw stuff in hot water. It's almost like fondue, almost.
It looks
Asian
so
fondue.
good.
But our deal is a Mongolian barbecue, you know, where they got the big stone.
Oh
big metal
God,
griddle.
bless America.
Oh.
Troubleshooter show. What's your first name?
All right, seconds away. Here we go.
For a car and
Hey,
auto
Tom
and
Martino
home?
here, 303-713 Talk. Okay, so Diana
Yes,
says
that's Compass Insurance. If you got a
they
pen, I'll
agreed
give you
on the
their
phone
number.
to fix up the house, or excuse me, to buy
303?
out the siblings, the other siblings. And then
996.
they were going to fix it up and sell it, the two of them.
9,000.
But the other siblings said, wait a minute, now we want in on it.
So, Diana, can't the attorney shut that down?
Say that again.
Well, that's our issue because, and actually, me and my brother weren't going to sell it. We were going to keep it in the family.
Okay.
But when these other two siblings realized that, well, two of the siblings were bought out, myself and another sibling. But these two siblings, they're the ones that are the vultures that are like, well, we want more money. So where our issue is that we didn't get an appraisal on the house because we didn't think we needed to because we all agreed that they'd be paid out prior to it being remodeled. So then because of the way that the housing market was, these two vultures turned around and they're like, no, we want more money. We want more money. So they're like, well, we're getting an attorney. We're like, we'll get an attorney.
How they rate in
So
Dora, but
that went
let me
on for
tell you,
almost
they're a great
8 months. So
company,
finally they got an
and
attorney
They will have your back for
that
claims
we're
and
in
whatnot.
process with this. But now our attorney, which we're looking to get a different one, and that's why I'm asking for, that's why I'm on this call.
Is this in Colorado?
Is that-
No, this is in Pinellas County. Hold on.
Florida.
Listen, we'll come back. You're making it way more complicated, and unfortunately, you don't have the rights you think you do. We're going to get our estate planning attorney on, even though it's in Colorado, to talk about it. Can you get Mackenzie on, Suze?
She just walked out. She'll work on it.
Could you
tell her Mackenzie specifically, because I had the other guys on yesterday, so let's see if we can do that.
What?
Should I just order one pizza, Ken? I don't eat it. I'm not
Spuds
sure.
McKenzie, the
Always
famous
overorder,
dog?
So I never know.
Yeah, one big one should be fine.
Yeah, one large.
Hello.
I always overorder.
Can you cut that last segment out for me, Shannon?
Troubleshooter show, please hold a minute.
What do you mean?
I just want to have an example of what not to do in the future.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That last 35-second segment.
You got it.
Thank you.
Where the
Send that right to Ohio School of Broadcasting.
Anthony's Pizza, Dartmouth. There we are.
Oh, that pizza's
By
not
the way,
gonna
for
be
those
here.
at home, Suze is talking to herself.
Website.
God's sakes.
I know.
Does she narrate
I
at
just
home?
want-
Yes.
Narrate.
Fascinating.
I'd probably ask once a day, what?
When I see something was held for review, who does that? Is it automatic?
Yes.
Oh, and why?
Are you talking YouTube or what are you talking?
Yeah, YouTube, when it says this message is held for review.
Oh, that I don't know. Where do I see it?
On the.
Oh, that's because, here, I'll look.
Hi, can we get a delivery to the iHeart?
Oh, I'm just curious.
Not just morons, Martino morons. So, I don't know. It didn't like the word moron, so just hit show, and there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, it just depends. It gets triggered. I don't know what triggers it.
When I say stuff like split piece,
They're
cures
hearing
herpes.
Suze's mic, they said.
Nah, it's all typing.
Yeah, she might have accidentally talked over your last 35 seconds of YouTube time.
And I'll tell you, the content was fucking good.
Yeah. Tight.
One of the best segments ever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You.
The
Award-winning.
woman's making no sense to me. It's just so ridiculously complicated. I want to get Mackenzie on. Did she hear that?
Yes, she's well aware.
Good, thanks.
Well aware.
I want to know, we're not going to get any snow, by the way. You better listen to me, not weather people. I know more than these weather people. We're not getting any snow.
Well, it was snowing at our house at 6
Snowing at my
a.m.,
house this
so-
morning.
Except for that.
Now he sounds like a weather person.
Except for where it does snow. Yeah.
It was, I think it was 9 News yesterday that said they put up 3 things. The chances of 1 to 3 inches was like 25%. The chances of 3 to 5 inches was like 10%. And then something else. And I'm going, okay, they're just fucking lazy fucks now. Literally all they do is lay out percentage chances of how much snow, which
Could be
is
sunny.
absurd.
Yeah, 20% sun, 50% snow.
What's the zip code?
80247.
80247.
Steve, you said this would never happen. You said this was never going to happen.
Okay, thanks,
Had to
man.
be
Have a
wrong
nice day.
sometime in
Stay
my life.
warm.
You said what was never going to happen?
Boop, boop, boop,
He's
boop.
making fun of Doc for buying.
Oh.
Pizza's ordered. Hour to an hour and a half.
His doctor said he's going to get it next for about 3 months.
Which means we won't get it.
True.
We just playing with you.
I know.
Oh, shoot. Do I have to answer a call?
Well, he's got those
Troubleshooter
big
Cheryl, what's your first name?
fees he's got to pay to all those dating
Patrick.
sites.
Innocent.
Yeah.
Last one. Did you want to talk to Tom?
Well, no, the kicker was the jalapenos last week.
Oh, that
All right,
killed me.
Fine, I'm buying.
Okay, hang tight.
No
I got a couple calls
jalapenos.
ahead of you. Listen to the phone. When you hear your name, call
You don't
me
like
and tell me a question
jalapenos?
about small
Hell no.
Fuck, I love jalapenos.
That and cilantro.
Cilantro, really?
There's a whole bunch of people.
Tastes like soap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or dirt. I've heard
Yeah.
dirt.
What is
More
it?
like soap.
Cilantro.
There are a lot of people who can't
I like
stand
a little
cilantro.
cilantro.
'cause
Some
it tastes-
people think it
like
tastes
on a
like dish
taco.
soap.
Everybody who doesn't
Yeah.
like it, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It tastes like soap.
I don't think it tastes like soap.
What tastes like
cilantro?
Cilantro.
But
That's your
funny thing is
COVID talk.
coriander doesn't.
I used to love cilantro before my COVID issues, taste issues. Mark, a YouTube, he's saying Palmer
He's like-
Divide's getting 6 inches.
Yeah, I would imagine. We are in the Palmer Divide.
I know we are.
We're not near it. We're in
No, it
it.
won't.
I remember that when I was out in Elizabeth.
Yep.
You know, we get
It's got
30.
weird winds,
Yeah,
man.
we get 30 inches of snow, and I call the shop. I'm not going to make it in.
They're like,
It's
what?
like, what? Is we got 2 inches of snow up here? Yeah.
I remember a few 3-4 hour day or one-way drives.
Yep. I just stayed at the shop. I didn't even try.
My wife has the cilantro soap gene, won't touch the stuff. Huh.
Yeah, me too.
So interesting.
I don't know why I signed
If
us
I
up
have
for this
something in the
Christmas
Chinese,
stuff.
like a bowl of soup, and there's one cilantro leaf, I can taste it. We're so sensitive to it.
Okay, type your gift wishes here. So it's the Secret Santa stuff. So then they give you ideas, this website they used, of different things. So everything appears to be under $20. Or you can type your own gift wish in, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to request a $100 gift certificate to Walmart.
I'm joining the group. If you did not receive the
Was some
confirmation,
sort of
you can
chain mail
resend it.
deal?
No, this is the Secret
letter?
Santa iHeart stuff.
Well, do they know it's you asking for the $100 gift certificate?
They'll know it.
Okay.
Something from actual iHeart?
Yeah, aren't you involved?
Hell no. Well, listen.
I mean, Mandy's in there. Everybody's in there, but
We
you.
were supposed to have a company little lunch today, and I wouldn't have gone to that with us.
Oh, where is that at?
It was going to be in the hallway here, but they canceled due to snow. I'm not kidding. They moved it to Monday. I wouldn't go to that with a gun up my butt.
If they have good food,
Did you
I'm
see
down.
that guy that they popped yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Tried to smuggle a gun in with up his ass.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Draw names.
I mean, nothing
confirm.
over a 9mm, but geez,
Well, it's at least got to be like a
Make a
micro
wish
now.
list.
22 Beretta, no problem.
It wants to know my age. Holy cow.
I don't know.
102.
Carry the one.
Ass. 39.
Will it accept something with a comma in it?
29.
Okay, now what do I do? Sign in. How do you sign in? The fuck's wrong with these?
All right, more stuff. Here we go.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Today's car day, we have Jeff Vick with us, Kimmer Transmission, and we have Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. If we have car questions, plus whatever you have, you can even text us at 57739. Here to help you solve your problems as we do and as we've been doing for 45 years. Let's go to the phones. Deputy Dollar has some follow-ups. Deputy Dollar, thank you for weighing in. What's going on?
Morning, Tom.
Hey, man, what's
We had a
happening?
call- Hey, we had a call earlier this week from a woman named Paula, and she was having some issues with her landlord.
Yes. What about it? Let's
And-
talk about it. I'm trying to find the
so I
call as I
called
talk,
during-
but go ahead.
Yeah, so I called during the show and was able to get a hold of the landlord. Kelly tried to get the caller back on the line.
Was this
Paula.
where she paid for some home improvements?
Yes.
In the apartment.
Yeah, so
And
she claimed,
she was told she could offset them with rent.
She claimed $2,000 she spent and had emails back and
Right.
forth.
That's right.
This is a crazy update.
What is it?
It really is, because in talking with the landlord, I think one of Paula's questions was she paid for a new counter in the kitchen, and that was, she withheld that. Well, in talking to the landlord, he installed that new countertop himself. So
what?
That wasn't. Yeah, he installed it. He paid for it and installed it.
Okay.
And
what
he
else?
said there's 18 other issues with the apartment that she has caused, and he gave me some examples that she's replaced all the GFI circuitry with just standard outlets. She's removed some shelving in the garage. She replaced wired smoke detectors with battery-only smoke detectors.
So in other words, she didn't do the good she thought she was doing. She actually did more harm than good.
Exactly. And she's in violation because she's subletting.
So where does it stand right now?
Well, like the landlord's not willing to evict her at the moment, and he's saying because eviction is such a long process and there's a lot of burden on the landlord that he's not going to do that, but she is just month to month right now. She has a subsidy program.
But she's not going to get any credit.
No, she's not.
Okay, enough said. What else is going on?
So then we had a call from Gene a little earlier, and he had purchased a warranty, a third-party warranty when he bought his car, and they were refusing to.
And how long ago did Gene call?
He called on the November 28th.
Yeah, he had a 2022 Toyota Highlander, and is that right? And his endurance service plan, he was making payments on his credit card, and he says they don't cover anything.
Right. So then he followed up with the dealer, and Endurance agreed to give him the whole price of the insurance policy back.
Oh, that is. Hold on. You know what? You
Yeah.
get there. Hold on. And I like using my dinger on a Friday.
Me too.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he's happy with that resolution, and all is good.
Okay. What else is going on?
Well, I've got a couple other things in the works, but no resolutions yet.
Okay, well, thank you. Hey, listen,
yeah.
I certainly appreciate what you've done. That's Deputy Dollar, 303-713-TALK is our number, 713-8255. Okay, now, let's continue. Diana, bottom line, okay, here's what I have to tell you. We were trying to get our state attorney on. He's not around, right? Or did we get Mackenzie or not? Okay, let's just wait a little while. Maybe we can get him. Let's talk to Patrick. Patrick, what's going on with you?
Hey, Tom. John.
Hey, what's happening?
I have an irrigation business in Boulder, and, I do sprinkler blowouts, and I took on a company called me that wanted me to blow out their units, their rental units, and because their vendor dropped them right at the beginning of the blowout. So I took them on, and typically I have online scheduling. Everyone schedules online. So they sent me work orders, and I had to open them up and accept them. But what they did is they actually scheduled me without me even knowing what time I was supposed to go there. And so a couple of them ended up freezing and breaking because we just didn't open them. We didn't even know.
And it was a new client?
Yeah.
Okay. So when they scheduled you, did they put the date down but not the time?
No, they put the date and the time, but they sent me these work orders that I had to open up and actually look. But they didn't even contact me about the time I was supposed to be there because I have other clients that schedule online. And so,
well, Patrick, what I want to know is this. Are you saying they did not schedule you online or they did?
No, they didn't.
Okay, but they thought they did?
Well, what they did was they sent me these work orders.
I get it. I get it. And that's not the way. Did they know the way you normally schedule?
They do. But I had like 5 different people doing this and sending me these work orders. And I don't even have time.
No. I guess what I'm asking you is, when you took on this new client, how did you take him on? Did you talk to him?
I did. I talked to one manager, and I only had one property in Boulder that I used to do with them for years. And then
but here's what I want to know. This new property, did they say, okay, Patrick, we'll be emailing you some work orders?
Yeah. But I didn't know that they were actually scheduling dates and times on these. I
get it. Did you tell
them? Call them.
Did you tell them, okay, I see that you're going to send me work orders, but you have to go online to schedule me?
Well, no, I actually was just going to call those clients and find out when they'd be home.
So here's what I want to know. Are they accusing you of damages now? Are they holding you responsible for damages?
Well, it sounds like they're going to, because I just talked to them, and they are being very vague. They won't get back to me, and it sounds like yes. And the thing is that even if maybe, you know what, out of all of them, maybe I missed 2, okay? But it's on them. But I would have fixed them. I mean, I can fix this stuff. So what they told me is that they broke and they got them fixed. They didn't give me a chance. And so,
well, first of all, Patrick, I don't think they can hold you responsible unless they have an ironclad contract. The fact that they emailed you invoices, not invoices, work orders. You never emailed them back accepting it, did you?
Nope.
Was there any consideration?
No.
Okay, so there was an offer. There was no acceptance, no consideration. So I don't understand how they feel that you have a breach of contract causing damages. If it was me, I'd ignore it.
Well, no, but they owe me money. And they
wait a minute. They owe you money. That part, you said you saw the work orders and you did not call them and you did not schedule. What do they owe you for?
We did all the jobs.
But 2.
What am I missing here? Okay, what am I missing?
I opened them up, okay, took down the addresses, and we went out and did them. I just didn't have time to go through their system and accept all these jobs. We went to
hold on.
Property.
If you did them all, Patrick, if you opened the work orders and you did the work, Patrick, I'm going to ask again. If you opened the work orders and you did the work, why did they freeze?
Well, we might have missed 2 of them because, and they sent someone else there, but it's because it froze.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different. I thought they simply emailed you in work orders, and you didn't know they were scheduling you. You did know they were scheduling you, and you missed 2 of them.
No. This is different. We were supposed to do these properties in between me doing all my other clients, and so there might have been 2 that froze because we had a freeze. Okay, but I couldn't get to them because we just had to fit them in, and so we didn't promise we were going to do them, but we said we would do them. And that's the thing. So I have to fit them in my 1,000 customers.
Patrick,
I was doing a favor for them.
Okay, now I get it, Patrick. I get it, but it's not so cut and dry as it was. This is where you took on part of the job and missed 2 of them. All I'm saying is, it's not so cut and dry.
Well, this is my problem. They didn't even tell me that this happened. I could have went and fixed them for free. I could have easily. I don't care. They didn't even tell me these things broke, so they got them fixed by someone else.
Right. So how much do they want? Did they say?
No, they won't even talk to me about even paying me. Like they owe me like $3,000.
Well, then I'd put a lien on the property.
Well, that's what I'm calling about. I'm like, what should I do? Like, I was thinking about taking a small claims court. A lien.
You put it you can, but you can put a lien on the property first.
Okay.
If you put a lien on the property, if they're going to claim you damaged, you're going to have to tell your story. It's convoluted, but you know what? You didn't have a contract for specific properties at specific times. Stick by your guns. I would put a lien on it first. That's what I would do. Then I would take in the small claims court. I would do both, actually.
And that's my question. Like, I'm looking at like Boulder Small Claims Court. I'm just trying to figure out what form I need to fill out.
Well, you go online. They usually have the forms online, and then you have them served by someone else.
But that's the thing. What form? That it's kind of like,
it's called
confusing.
It's a small claims court form. It's a pleading and small claims court.
Yeah, but I put forms, and there's like, I can't figure out which form it is.
So go down to the court.
I'm online right now. I'm trying to figure out which.
Are you on Boulder County?
Yes.
Okay. If you go to Boulder County.
Yep.
Okay. Go to the clerk of the courts. Okay. I'm not going to do this whole thing over there.
Just search JD.
That's fine.
Search Colorado space JDF space
JDF, yeah.
250.
Yes. That's
now,
it.
why that, Mark?
Okay.
I'm just curious, Mark.
Because that's the claims notice and summons. That's what he needs.
Okay. Perfect. Because there's a bunch of forms. There's stipulation.
It's that one right there, bro.
Stipulation?
No.
Or
the one I just told you is the form you need.
Okay.
It's self-explanatory. It's going to have you put in the name of the company. It's going to have you put in their address, their Secretary of State information for the registered agent, your name, the amount you're looking for, the reason you're looking for it. Then you'll bring that down to Boulder County in triplicate. When you print that form out, it's already in triplicate. You got to make sure to fill it out 3 times. You bring it down to Boulder County, and then you're going to file it. It's going to cost you $55. Then they're going to give it back to you. You're going to have 1 copy for yourself, 1 for the court when you actually go to court later on, and 1 to be served upon the defendant, who you're going to serve with someone other than yourself.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So it's JDF 250. I'm looking at it right now.
That's the one you want. Yep, download it. It's in PDF form. Print it out. Fill it out.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
Patrick, let us know how it goes. 303-713-8255. Here's the deal. Whenever you have a question like this, you have the right to put a lien on property. You do. You have an absolute right. And should you? Well, that's up to you. If you're in business, you put a lien on, you can always remove it. If unless it's frivolous, and most of them are not, if there's a disagreement, it's not frivolous, you're not going to get in trouble. By the way, 888heating.com, high efficiency heating and air, and now is the time to get it before it drops below 0, and they will give you an estimate, free estimate, and they do high efficiency, which means great deals when they put them in, and you save continually, like a lot of money on these systems, because they are high efficiency and they use less fuel. 303-770-2776, 770-2776, 888heating.com.
I love reading the comments from the YouTube guys.
Have you seen that that new unit-wheel Hyundai's trying to develop?
What is it?
It looks like it's going to be for electric cars, but they're literally moving the. Well, here, come on.
Lazy Days RV, the RV authorities. We're so happy to have a relationship with Lazy Days, especially our friends that
And
have
instead of
gone
having the
Century RV are now Lazy Days. In fact, they're Lazy Days RV of Denver at Longmont. Even bigger selections of new and used RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and motorhomes. Great deals you'd expect and great trade-in values. Plus a new giant maintenance facility for everyone on I-25 exit 240 for that location. And then you go on the frontage road just south of that intersection, about a half a mile on the east side. That is Lazy Days RV, 303-453-1111.
Can you
Say
hear
it
me?
again?
Yeah,
Tommy,
what?
Hey, what, when the RV toilet has the blender thingy, what are those blender things called? You have a certain name you use for them.
Macerators.
Macerators, yeah.
Macerator pump.
Yeah, that's what we have. Macerator
Cool concept.
Do you have one of those?
Mark, don't we have an macerator thing in our RV?
Yeah.
That blends our food?
Yeah, but it's when you actually drain it, you can turn that on, right?
No, when you hit the flusher, it does everything, man. It blends it up, gets it to the
Oh, it does
size
it right
of
there. See, some of them, Mark, some of them have a macerator that when you empty it, depending on where you're emptying it, you can actually empty it with a garden hose using the macerator.
We have that as well. Out by the outside. You mean under the unit? Yes.
That's excellent.
We don't use it though. I just
Now,
hook up
Mark,
the big
did you know there are some of them that have this incineration?
For sure.
Yes, we have that.
Well, wait. You have the option of turning on that propane,
It's got a massive heating element under there.
and it turns it into like a white ash.
I don't know what it turns into. I've never used it.
Oh
Diana,
my
attorney
God, that
should be available
I've used the
in like
garden
2 or
hose.
3 minutes. Do you have a
that's
couple
an
of minutes
expensive
for us?
option, man. That's an
But
expensive
it's a
option.
pain in the ass. I just use the big hose most of the
Let's
time.
do our best. Thank you, darling. Hang on. Troubleshooter show. What's your first name?
Put that in your toilet and flush it.
Man.
Jason, in a sentence or less.
It's
What
just
did you
a
want to
shit-
talk to Tom
so
about on the show
toilets
today?
are a shit blender, then there's another shit blender just in case. Is basically the bottom line.
That composting thing doesn't look too bad.
Oh,
but
okay,
you
I was
gotta
not
pee
here
in a separate
yesterday. I'm
bottle.
filling in for Kelly.
Can't go in the
Do you need to talk to Tom?
Okay, I'm going to put it over in the corner there. Hold on.
Will they show up with?
Tell them to cover that piece of shit Beatles poster.
No, everything.
Hang tight. Listen through the phone. Hang tight.
I gotta tell you, listening to you talk about how to file a small claim is like listening to a Sherpa talk about the 80th time they did the North Face event. It's like you're gonna go right and then left, and then there's the corpse, and you head straight, and then you. Here we go. Oh my God, it's just gotta dial in. We need to be there with like the latest in laser cannon technology. Just blow
Or like,
that.
what was that one on Netflix? The Chinese one with the dolls. It was like a game show, but you would die.
Oh.
You know what Squid Games.
Okay, there's
They
that.
should have the big squid fucking doll out there.
Hey.
And then every time they see something.
Suze,
Yeah, Tommy.
now you look at my tree.
Oh, okay. Let me look. Hang on.
It's not on YouTube yet. Oh,
Not
wait.
even a fucking tree, though.
Look at my
Shut up.
God bless.
It's a
Don't
bush.
you don't make fun of my bush.
It's a fucking shrub.
I'm sorry
Hey.
if we wasted your time.
I'm waiting for the screen to change to where it's supposed to be. Tom, that lady only has till 11:35. I don't know if Dan's going to be available in time. Troubleshooter show, please hold a minute.
Why don't you cover up that ugly Beatles poster with it?
Hey!
By the way, I think like yesterday was the day John Lennon was shot, so let's take it easy.
Was it really?
Yeah. 1980, right? Yep.
Didn't Oko shoot him?
Why shoot John and not Yoko?
I don't know.
Fucked up.
Didn't she get most of the estate? Wasn't that
Well,
a whole
yeah.
thing?
God, she sounds like bad breaks, man.
I'm going to end up rescheduling this call. Troubleshooter show, what's your first name? Ray, hi, in a sentence or less. What did you want to talk to Tom about on the show today? Yeah, I can give you that number if you'd like. 57739. And then just be sure to include the Tom in the text so we know it's for him. Most welcome.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
Hi, Tom Martino, the most unusual gift in the world. You'll never guess it, so it doesn't matter. You'll never guess it. But I'm going to tell you about it if you want to know. First, I'm going to go to Jason. Has a flood, City of Evans, needs some information. Jason, I don't recall taking this yesterday. You said it was on yesterday?
No, I called yesterday, but I was working and I got disconnected.
Okay, sir. Let's talk.
But I have
what's going on,
I have
Jason?
called you before.
What's going on, Jason?
So I'm the gentleman that had the City of Evans come turn the water on and flood my house.
I remember that. Wait, you were on before?
Yes, I talked to you, and I've also talked
and
to
you
Mark
said
about it.
Didn't they take responsibility?
They did, but their insurance isn't covering any of.
But didn't Jeremy at Compass Insurance say you should have had insurance too?
Yes, which is Safeco. But you remember, the house is in an estate, so my brother's on it. Safeco says they're going to pay for my rental and stuff.
Yeah, but I remember you were staying in the house illegally, or not illegally, but you weren't an owner. You were considered a renter, or you were not the owner of the home. Bottom line is this: they will pay for your brother's losses on the estate, but they won't pay for your personal losses.
Well, they said that they would, but my brother has to pay me. So my brother has to incur the charges. As long as my brother incurs the charges.
Yeah, but that's sneaky. Hold on. That's a sneaky way. That's not the proper way of doing it. It's the sneaky way. Your brother would have to claim he incurred those expenses, and he did not.
If I charge him if I charge him.
Okay, listen. We already had an expert opinion on this. I'm going to tell you this, okay? I'm going to tell you this because this is important. No, you can't charge your brother for your losses because your brother did not incur those losses.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, what you're doing is you're asking your brother to lie to the insurance company. Your brother's not responsible to you, man.
The insurance company said that's the way to do it. Safeco said as long as my brother incurs the charges, then he can get paid for it.
Did you just hear what you said? As long as your brother incurred the charges. I want to ask you something. Did your brother have to pay for temporary housing?
He's paid he paid last week and the week before, because I have no money, because
No, hold on. Forget it. Just put him on. I'm so tired of hearing it. Just forget it. You didn't hear what I said. He personally was not put out. He did not have to get temporary housing. He is voluntarily paying for your housing. If I am a landlord and I voluntarily pay for someone's housing, I am not reimbursed by my insurance. God, I don't understand why you don't understand that, Jason. You are not the party that his insurance covers. However, I do believe you can go after the City of Evans. I do believe that because they caused you harm.
Okay.
303. We're done, man. Jason, you are not the one covered by your brother's insurance. No way, no how, period. Our experts told you that. I told you that. Everyone is telling you that. Now, who owes you the money? If you incurred damages because the City of Evans turned off water to that unit, you have two victims, the owner of the unit And you, because you were out of the unit and needed temporary housing, you have to go after the city of Evans. Period. Done. God, it's so plain. Listen, this is for any person living in a rental. Okay? Listen. The landlord's insurance will not cover you. Will the landlord be responsible to you? Possibly, if the landlord did anything negligent. Then the landlord would have to pay you. In this case, his brother, who is the trustee, owned that house in a trust. That brother did nothing negligent. So, that brother will be covered by his insurance for the trust. That insurance will not cover the occupant of the house who is not the owner. Raise your hand if you don't understand that. Even my YouTube morons understand that. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And here's the point. It would be insurance fraud for your brother to claim that he was the one who incurred those losses for temporary housing and then pass that money on to you, like it or not. 303-713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man. Remember, free market valuations for your home for the asking. And really, there is no obligation, but if you ever want to list, he'd love to list it for you. But if you want to know what it will sell for, what you'll net, maybe what you can buy, call him. 303-920-1622. How much time?
Like 6 exactly. 6 minutes exactly.
Well, I could
Okay.
create the world.
Let me clarify that with Tom. Hang on.
All right.
Troubleshooter show, please hold a
So
minute.
do you like my picture of my bush?
I have not looked. Hold on.
And your Beatles.
Has more to say.
I put it behind me.
My Beatles and my bush.
It's definitely better.
Hey, so
Has no money for
the most unusual Christmas gift ever. And only 377 people in the world have it.
Troubleshooter show, what is your first name?
What?
What is it, anthrax?
It's the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
What'd you do?
Did you hear about that black family that Chili's refused to serve without upfront payment?
Oh, I've heard this joke. Wait, don't tell me.
No, what do you mean joke?
What?
Are you some kind of a weirdo?
I thought you were setting us up for a joke.
Hey, Tom, I told you I'm firing him on Monday, so don't worry about him.
You know, by the way, it used to be that any AM station or a radio station was worth a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Nope. I don't think we'd break even selling the copper.
Where was that Chili's, Tom?
Because you're going
What's that?
there?
Where was that Chili's?
Oh, it was in, hold on.
There's so much more to that story, I am so sure.
Were they having a white sale?
It's in Denver somewhere.
Oh, seriously?
No, wait, hold on. I'm looking for it. Actually, it never says which one.
Is it possible they had been there before and skipped out on the bill?
Something.
Hold on.
Was
they,
it Idaho?
They addressed that too in the lawsuit.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
You know line one, the guy with the City of Evans issue?
Yeah.
He has no money to feed his dog. He wants to talk to you about that.
What does he want to feed his dog to?
Troubleshooter show, please hold a minute.
Listen, man. Seriously.
Oh my God.
If his brother can't loan him some money for his dog, come on. I'm going to do it.
No, I'm just saying, like, he just wanted to talk to you more. So do you want me to kill the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, listen.
Crazy
Really,
doesn't have an off
his
switch.
brother won't help him?
Your brother won't help you feed your dog?
Yeah, the restaurant manager said they skipped out on meals in the past.
Hang on.
Yeah, it
No,
had to be
brother
something
won't
like
help
that.
him with the dog because brother paid for his rent.
Okay, well, okay.
How much is dog food, Suze?
Well,
It's free. We live in Denver. You walk in the store, you walk out.
Oh, right.
Amen, Jeff.
I feel bad for the guy.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Okay, do we want to talk
Good
to
dog.
him more or not?
I like people my age.
I don't. I think that whatchamacallit might help him.
Who's whatchamacallit?
Doc. I think Doc wants to do it.
Okay, so bring it back on?
No.
No? Okay.
Ask Doc first.
I mean,
I
I'll
don't
give
wanna-
the guy, how much do you need for, Mark, can
Yeah,
I
what
give
kind
the
of
guy
dog?
money for dog food or not?
For what?
For this guy, the
What
city
kind of dog
Evans
food
guy.
are we
I
talking
guess
there?
we
It's
could.
a Newfoundland.
I don't
He needs
know.
50 pounds a day.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's
let's bring him
talk
up.
to him.
I don't want to be a heartless
Find
bastard.
out what the dog eats and how many dogs.
I don't want to be a heartless
He eats what he
bastard like
gets.
Mark.
I'll make sure the doggy has some food, Mark.
Isn't
See if
Mark
he's
a
got
heartless bastard?
Old Roy.
baby.
Old Roy's the good stuff.
Come on, Mark.
Oh,
Be nice.
I'll go over and steal some from
Be
my
nice,
son's
Mark.
garage.
Thinking, yeah, right, bro.
You know, they've got pet food pantries.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's one around here?
Colorado Pet Pantry.
.com?
Hey, you know what?
We're going to end
I've
up
been
buying them a computer to find the pet pantry.
Fantastic.
Food Bank partnering.
What's
I'm gonna
that
end up
restaurant
killing
you love, Shannon?
Golden Corral. He's going there today.
That's some good stuff there.
Fuck that, man.
What?
Golden Corral, baby.
God, you
That
arrogant
sucks.
twats.
We need to get Shannon a hat that says low standards.
Hey, if you'll lower your standards, I might impress you.
Wait, she already did when she married Mark. How much lower can you go?
Damn right she did.
She set the bar really, really low, Shannon.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, some of the regular food banks also partner with them and have them available there too.
All right. Well, okay. I think.
Food bank's not a
Hey,
bad idea
Diana,
for a
I
first
still
date.
haven't heard from my attorney, but I want to respect your time. Do you want me to line you up for next
That way
week,
you
or
don't
you
have
want to
a
wait a
second?
few?
Get you anything.
Downtown Elizabeth
Okay, let me
has
do
this
this. Let me
box,
find out when the
a
attorney.
little pantry where you can put food in or take food out.
Oh, wow.
It's like
Oh,
right
that's so
outside
nice.
downstairs. It's cool.
Sure.
We usually eat there on Wednesdays.
What?
This is very interesting.
What?
Thank you. Who is Artie Johnson?
Wasn't he the guy that fell off the
interesting.
bicycle on the on that show?
Yep, on Laughing.
On Laughing.
Rowan and Martin.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
That's stupid.
Yes, that was him. Did he just
Yeah.
die?
No, Tom just quoted him.
Oh.
He said, very interesting.
Very interesting.
All right. More hilarity. Here we go.
All right, listen to this. I wanted to sign up for a subscription to watch a show. Have you ever signed up for subscriptions and then cancel them right after the show? You binge the show? Well,
Sure.
I got a notice saying,
I
got
did
a
it
notice
last week.
saying, changes to your subscription. You opted out of automatic renewal. We assume it was because you binged the show and have and decided to no longer keep the channel. We will keep this in mind for your future signups.
Wow.
What does that mean?
It means they're onto you.
They're on to
Means
you,
they're
Tom.
onto you, cheapo.
Wow. I didn't know that was
I watched a CU game like that either last weekend or, well,
I
it
do
had
that
to
all
be
the
2
time.
weekends ago.
Screw them. Okay. We really need to. I really need to get some of these car questions too on text. But anyway, I want to go to people who've been waiting, and then I'll go back. Jason has something else to say. Kevin, what's going on, man?
Hello, Tom. Thank
Hi,
you for
Kevin.
taking my call.
What's happening?
I don't know if you can help me or not. I've got a brother who's in Denver Health Hospital, and he's got 3 or 4 issues. He's 63, and right now he's more or less dying from malnutrition.
Why? Why?
Well, he has something's going on with his esophagus, and he can't keep anything down.
Well, was he on Medicaid?
Yes.
And he wasn't getting help?
Well, he was going to the doctor and stuff, but he's had trouble with this for about 5 months. He can't hardly drink.
Is he
any liquid.
actually dying?
Well, he's lost over 100 pounds in 5 months. He's 6 foot tall, and he's down to 149.
Well, what did the doctors? What did they diagnose him with? Does he have? What does he have?
Esophageal
Well,
cancer?
they said at the bottom of his esophagus there's something going on. They don't know if the muscles are restricted. They don't know.
Is
if
it
there's something.
esophageal cancer?
No, because he had an endoscopy, which is where they put a camera down
Right.
there
Yeah.
a couple months ago, and they did some biopsies, and they were all negative. So he doesn't have any cancer, but he just can't. He can't swallow.
Are they keeping him alive, artificially feeding him?
Well, they haven't started that yet. They're
Well, why not?
promising.
I mean, they can bypass his esophagus and feed him.
Well, they're promising to put in. First, they tried to put a tube up his nose, and that wouldn't work. And then they said they're going to try to feed him through IV, but they haven't started that yet. And then.
So, what are you calling about, Kevin? What were you hoping we could do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Tom. You know, he lives with me. He's lived with me for 5.5 years, and I helped him 5.5 years ago when he got hit by a car on his bicycle on Hampton and was almost killed. And I took him in because he had no place to live, and my eyesight's deteriorating. So now I'm almost completely
Kevin,
blind.
how old are you?
I'm 66.
What's going on with you? I mean, there's got to be a way to help your brother. Do they say he's just going to die?
Well, they wanted to do some sort of a pressure test thing on his esophagus, but they said Denver Health Hospital doesn't have that machine to do it, and they want him to go over to what used to be University Hospital on Colorado Boulevard, but they can't get him in there for a couple of months to do this.
What?
Yeah, and in a couple of months he could be dead. Because
Not if they feed him, right?
Right.
Well, if they haven't done anything.
Doc, have you
yet-
ever heard of a failure of the esophagus?
Oh yeah, but not, usually there are lots of causes. It could be muscular. It could be a lesion. It could be something like myasthenia gravis, where you lose muscle function. So I mean, obviously, I'm not a gastroenterologist, but what I would suggest, Kevin, is go to the patient representative at Denver Health and see if you can get some answers and see if he or she can help you talk to the doctors and find out why they're not giving him what they call TPN, peripheral nutrition. That's what I would do
already
first.
talked to the patient advocate a couple times, and she says, well, she doesn't know what she can do, and she's gone up and talked to him, and she doesn't really seem like she wants to really do anything. But he has a couple other serious issues at the same time. He has an infection. He has an E. coli infection, and he has an infection in his kidney and his liver, and his bladder's infected.
How did all this happen?
Oh, he was riding his bike on Hampton on a Sunday night, and he went to cross the street where the sidewalk ended, and he was hit by a car.
But Kevin, does all these infections don't come from being hit by a car?
Well, see, what happened was they put a plate in with screws back then, 2018, and after a few months, the screws broke and the plate got loose.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did he do anything about that with an attorney?
Well, I don't know if it's he doesn't have the money for an attorney.
Well, it's too late now anyway.
And so, then he started having trouble last
And by the way,
year.
for that kind of an attorney, he wouldn't need money. Listen, man, Kevin, you guys waited so long to get help. For God's sakes, this guy is, wow.
Kevin, have you talked to the doctors?
I haven't talked to the doctors.
Well, maybe that's where you should start.
Yeah. It's just, they promise, they promise things, and then the next day they come back and
Well, how do you know they promised if you didn't
Kevin,
talk to them?
are you on as one of the parties that can talk to him about him?
Oh yeah, I have. They have a medical power of attorney and power of attorney.
Does he
signed
talk to you?
over
Can he
me.
talk, by the way, Kevin?
Yes.
He can talk.
Yes.
Okay. Listen, you have to advocate for him. That's what they're waiting for. They don't hear from anyone. If you make noise, you get attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I got a hold of this patient advocate several times.
You did?
Yes.
And the patient advocate says what?
Well, she says that she's gone up and talked to my brother, and she's looked over his case.
And
she says, she thinks they're doing all that they can do. but for right now, he's still waiting to get hooked up to some kind of feeding through an IV, and maybe sometime here in the future to he'll have to have a stomach tube put in.
Of course, until they figure out what's going on with the esophagus.
But
Doc, when they have a permanent failure of the esophagus,
they'll put it in a feeding tube.
Yeah, there are people who have permanent feeding tubes.
Yes. Well, the funny thing is, and nobody has an answer for it, is back in June he went back in to have his pelvis repaired again, and they put in something called a pelvic fixator, and after that, that's when he started having all the trouble with his esophagus. It doesn't make any sense.
But you would think that they would, I don't know, I mean, who's paying his bills? It's Medicaid?
It's Medicaid. When he went into the hospital just this past Saturday, he was 164, and now he's 149.
Doc, do you think, and I want to know this, when someone's on Medicaid, do they limit help? Like if let's say he had Cadillac insurances or Medicaid, are there limits?
Well, if he's at Denver Health, they're so used to Medicaid, and I don't think the doctors.
I hear they're really good there.
Yeah, they are. I spent a year there doing a fellowship, and it was great. But the doctors there don't care. A lot of the patients are on Medicaid, and when you
they don't care, meaning they don't care if you're on Medicaid or not.
Right. They care about the patient, and when
Kevin, you need not to talk to the advocate, but to the doctor.
Yeah, that's the first thing you should do.
Try that, Kevin, please, and stay in touch with us.
Call us back on Monday.
Hold on, I got to take this break. We have to do it. 303-713-8255.
99% of doctors, when they get a patient, you feel it's a moral obligation to do what's right.
Sure.
So they're not withholding care.
Doc, you got to remember to turn that mic off.
It is off.
Shannon turned it off.
You're fired.
That's why Shannon was calling me Doc last week, because I kept doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got all these college presidents who are getting their ass handed to them.
Especially the one from Penn. Well, hell, they had a donor pull back a $100 million freaking donation.
The personal approach to personal injury. I'm talking about John Fuller. If you listen to the show, Suzanne and I were headed back from Sam's Club a few years back. This lady just plows through this red light, T-bones us. Entire car totaled. Every airbag went off. Suzanne had a broken nose, some back problems. As soon as we got back from the ER, you know who we called? We called John Fuller. We were so happy with the outcome. In fact, I'll say this. It couldn't have been any better. We got every single nickel of insurance that other person had that ran that red light. A couple of years later, our daughter is on I-25. Someone rear ends her. Car's totaled again. Airbags off. She's got back issues. Guess what? John Fuller, Fuller Law, same outcome. You can't ask for a better outcome. I love about John, you deal with John personally. You don't deal with a million other people like in some of these big firms. You deal with the attorney. He'll guide you through the case. Free legal advice. There's nothing to lose. Give him a call. Ask him about the accident that you were in. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500.
Presidents are all trying to be so woke about their freedom of speech and everything.
Who is
that?
The college presidents.
Oh, they're horrible people.
Oh yeah, like they don't let Ben Shapiro on campus, but they believe in freedom of speech.
Yep.
They're so full of shit.
I'm glad it's biting them in the ass finally.
It's really blowing up on them. The
$100
president
million
of
will do
Pfizer.
that.
The president of Pfizer came back and said he's not going to do anything with Harvard or whatever.
She should be fired. I mean, I don't even know why they're messing
asking
around.
for resignation.
I don't
for
care.
all of them.
You lose $100 million, you should be fired.
What do you mean, Mark? I didn't hear about that. What's that?
Penn State. There was a
University of Pennsylvania.
Major donor
It was
pulled
okay.
$100 million.
Yeah, I know. That's it. You get fired. Simple as that. You say something as stupid as she did, she should be fired too. And then
Are
if the
you
board
shitting
doesn't get
me?
rid of her, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fire them. Replace them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pizza will be here soon.
Shut them the
Way to
fuck
change
down.
the subject, Suze.
I'm not even listening to them. If it's political at all, forget it.
I don't have pizza, damn it. Sons of bitches.
Mark cares enough for the both of us. I swear.
We got kosher pizza as a sign of solidarity. It's Hanukkah.
I don't have.
I'll tell you the worst topping on pizza besides anchovies.
Pineapple.
Fucking mushrooms.
Oh,
No, I love that.
Oh, well, you're not having
Fucking
pizza today
mushroom.
then.
Yeah, well, guess what's on this one?
Yeah. Actually, I had Suzanne put not pineapple. What's that other thing I love? Jalapenos. Fucking extra, extra hot. A shitload of
Along
jalapenos.
with pineapple. That's bomb right
Ghost
there.
Be even
Now,
better.
yeah,
Pineapple?
does not belong on pizza.
Love pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple's
I am
great.
sorry,
Anchovy,
Jeff. You don't
pineapple,
agree with me.
jalapeno.
How about coconut?
No
No,
way.
yeah.
Fucking
Just eat
coconut.
the
No.
box.
Sucks, period.
Eat
Man.
the box if you want that.
How about those like horse meatballs they have at IKEA?
I don't
I'd
mind
try
that.
that.
You ever tried fucking horse?
Mark, don't make yourself sick. You do that once in a while.
I've always thought the equines would make good pizza toppings, no matter how you look at it.
Well, if you think about it,
It's the glue that holds it all together, right?
It is the glue.
horse meat should taste like beef,
You guys are
right?
sick.
I mean, they're grazing animals.
Yeah.
Did you ever think when you eat Chinese, it ain't pork or chicken,
Hey,
but a
Suze.
fat Siamese?
Here we go. Right before you eat. Way to be polite to the guest.
Oh, yeah, please. It's Garfield on your fork. And the cat's in the kettle at the Peking moon, the place that I eat every day at noon. They can serve you cat and you'll never know once they wrap it up in dough.
Hey, where'd you get those words? I know you didn't make them.
I just came up with that. No, it's Weird Al Yankovic.
Sicko.
Yeah, so.
Will we have any time coming back?
Oh, well,
yeah.
let's see. Who's hosting today? Anybody? It's
I want to
easy
host a show. The three of us should host a show while they're on their sabbatical over Christmas.
No, I told Mark it was way too tame without both of them on the show.
No, we could spice it up.
It was very polite and very.
Yeah, that was off. That was off-putting. Love Ryan did a great job.
did.
No, he did.
He's no Tom.
How many times did he throw down a scumbag?
Not once.
I'm Tom Martino,
Ryan,
your troubleshooter. 303
I thought you did a pretty good job.
713 Talk. 303-713 8255. All right, so I'm going to continue here. Mike has a comment on the sick brother. Go ahead, Mike. My favorite pain in the ass. What is your comment? You there, Mike? Okay, let's just move on. I'm not going to wait.
Oh,
Did he come up or not,
whoops,
guys?
that was my fault, Tom. We lost
he
him.
up?
No,
Is
we
he-
lost him. My
Okay.
bad.
Joe, what's going on with you?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, man.
So
There you go.
I'm a little out of breath from
Is that you,
unpacking a
Mystery
car,
Mike?
but bear with me.
Sorry.
So a couple of months ago, I
this
called
Mike?
about a car rental
Oh, sorry, that
company
was my
where
bad. Hang on a minute. You still got
they
a
gave me
comment
a
on that sick brother, correct?
car with a chipped windshield.
Okay, sorry about that. Hang on.
That chip expanded into a crack.
And did they
And they're
charge
trying
you
to-
for it?
Yes.
Huh. And when did you call?
Maybe May or June.
Okay, way back. Okay, so what happened?
Well, I disputed directly with the company, and they eventually sent me to collections. So now I got a collection letter that I have to respond to.
Yeah.
But
You say, was the chip, here's the bottom line. Was the chip noted when you rented? It was.
And I specifically, it was noted along with other damage to the car. And I did ask the agent, well, if a chip.
I see your
expands
call
into-
here, May 26th. So if you rented the car in March, so how much are they trying to, did they charge your card already?
No, they threw me into collections for $1,400 to replace a windshield on a.
And do you have the
2022
contract showing the chips?
Yes.
Okay, well, you use that for your defense because before they can collect a dime, they have to take you to court. You show up with your evidence. That's how it works.
Yep. But I have a question.
Yeah.
More, and it seems like it could be a kind of easy industry practice, but
it is.
I feel like
they throw spaghetti against the
insurance-
wall to see what sticks.
But if this is going through their insurance, the cost would be dramatically less.
It doesn't matter. They can charge you. They can charge you. They don't want to put it through their insurance. They can charge you. They can charge you for loss of use. They can charge you for a lot of stuff. What I'm saying is ignore it until they take you to court. Use your contract as a defense.
So sweet.
Joe, we had a. Oh, he hung up. All right.
Oh,
know
you're so
about
lucky.
Had my finger on the trigger.
they
He hung up
generally
anyway. Whatever.
Put a shitload on your credit card.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then they'll just take it from the credit card because it's already authorized. I think you got to fight them to get the money back.
He said they didn't hit his card, though.
What's that?
He said they
I
didn't
was
hit
reading excerpts
That's
out
crazy.
of the Time magazine interview with T Swift, Person of the Year.
I guess
She's-
I'm going to go eat pizza now. Oh, wait,
okay.
I don't have any.
Shannon, this is
sausage
so
for
funny.
you.
I'll go eat
She
pizza.
said she
Wait.
didn't mean to piss off all the dads.
Sons
Funny
of
how
bitches.
some of them work. Last time I was down in Florida, they got a bunch of tolls down there.
Oh, my God.
And it was like 3 months
Dads,
later.
Brads, and
My credit
Chads.
card's getting dinged for $8.22.
I always purchase that stupid pass now in Florida.
Do you?
Just Florida.
Okay.
That's the only state that I think I've ever purchased it in. And
Hey, wait a
everything's a
minute.
toll road. It's
Yeah.
fucking
What, Tommy?
unbelievable.
Why am I getting these texts?
What text?
Hot women.
Because you signed up for what?
Want to meet.
You porn?
Oh.
How are they spelling meat? Very important.
Shannon's an expert at that one. Yeah.
Tom, did you get that?
Yeah. I got
Okay.
it.
Trying to keep you in the loop, bro.
Yeah. Do you see my Christmas tree?
Oh yeah. It looks better there.
But you don't like it. Just say it like
no,
it
it
is.
looks
It
better
doesn't
there.
look like
It
a
just-
Christmas
It
tree.
looks a little small there. What if you
It
put
looks
it
hidden.
next to the TV?
How about you put it right in front of that head of yours?
See how that looks, Tom. Next to the TV, to the left of it.
Yeah, on the counter, not under.
To the left of the TV.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there on the desk. There's this little spot. It would cover up your poster a little bit. I'm not
wait a
trying to do that.
Oh, up there.
Next to the TV, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I did that, but you know what happens? It comes out the top of my head.
Oh.
No, I did it, and it looked like I had a hat on.
Does anybody really think it looks like a Christmas tree, though?
Oh, come on.
It's a Christmas shrub.
All right,
You know
I'm
what
going to
you should
move
do?
it
Maybe
again.
put
I'm
a
going to
little
move it again.
star, a star or a bow on top of it.
And then it'd look great coming out of your head.
It's like it was one of his kids' projects where you take the pipe cleaners and you put them all together.
Yeah. It's a pipe cleaner project with some LED lights.
Go ahead. Go pee. Go pee. OP. You down with OPP?
Oh God, potty talk in here.
No, as a matter of fact, that's actually adultery talk. OPP. Are you down with OPP?
Hold on. Now
No,
I
I
think.
don't know
Oh,
what
no.
that is.
Now,
You've
hold
never
on.
heard that, babe?
Oh my God.
What?
OPP?
Jesus.
I just had to
Troubleshooter,
tell her.
what's your
Did you
first
hear
name?
her reaction?
Yeah.
Oh my
Jeremy, hang on
God!
just a second.
Yeah, I like it right there.
Now she's Googling.
Wait.
No, I'm not. Other people's
Tom.
pussies. I don't got to Google
Tom,
that.
put it on the other side of the monitor on the floor. Try that
Or
real quick.
penises, oh.
I think
Son
he
of a
can hear me.
bitch. It always gets in front of my head.
Jeremy,
No.
you
Move
said
it. It takes us a second to see it. But move it all the way over to the right side of the
Got
monitor.
it, man. Hang tight. Listen to the phone.
And then put it on the floor. And then move it over about a foot.
I wouldn't listen to Mark for any decorating advice ever.
No, I'm doing the faux schwang.
He's Mr. Feng Shui.
Yeah, now put it on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a delay. Put it onto the floor to the right
Tommy.
of the monitor, staring at the monitor, and then about a foot over.
Wait, on the side it is now?
Hold on, I'm on a freaking delay.
Oh, you want it off the screen.
God bless. You guys.
Damn it,
Hey,
I was sure
there,
he'd move it off.
that's it, Suze, be honest.
Where I'm waiting, I'm on delay.
I'm on delay. I haven't seen it move yet.
Look, watch Twitch.
There it is.
Is Twitch better?
Twitch is live.
How about that one?
Okay, well, sit down.
Hold this.
Oh.
Hold that.
Is this
Yeah, I'm
live?
going to get the sound
Put
off.
it in the closet.
Okay. Screw you guys. All of you.
That's not very festive.
It does look. It looks like a big pipe cleaner. One pipe cleaner.
Awesome. I don't know why it's live. I think it's just processing.
This is like 30-second delay.
At least.
Oh,
Get on this computer. It's about a 5-minute delay.
Yeah,
you
this
know,
one's.
why don't you put a string of lights around your mic stand? That would be cool, Christmassy. Like wrap it around your mic stand.
He should
yeah,
build.
that does come right out of your head.
He should build out a studio there.
Wait a minute.
Would be helpful.
You know what? I don't know, you guys. I'm going to keep moving it all over. I'll just have the roving tree.
It'll be like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like the travel gnome.
But you've got to start
just
referring
tape it to the top
it
of the Roomba. It'll
as
move
a
around on its
shrub.
own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, when I'm in my home office Monday, everybody will see the Christmas tree I put up.
Oh, God. Oh, we should make the puppies reindeers, Mark. Well, I'm going to get them reindeer outfits, and then you can bring them in into your home studio.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, they would be so cute.
I refuse to let our dogs
I'm buying.
wear
I'm
clothing.
ordering it now.
Yeah.
My
Ordering
wife
reindeer
put
outfits.
reindeer antlers on one dog, and the other dog ate them. So
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make Nico Santa and Dima the reindeer. This is freaking genius.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God, dog Santa outfit. Dog Santa
all
outfit.
yours,
Oh my
Mark.
God.
you know the number one
so
reason dogs
cute.
bite their own owners?
Oh,
Trying to put clothes on.
oh, he's a gentle soul. He wouldn't hurt anybody.
You're gonna
Yeah,
find out.
Put a Santa suit on him. Yeah.
Okay, I need extra large probably.
Can you see my sparkles now?
We're gonna show Tom up. That looks good.
Can you see my sparkles?
No, not yet.
You're very sparkly, Tom.
I'll tell you what, you've never looked better.
I got my disco ball on.
Todd, that's my Nico. I'm gonna make him Santa.
Where's the
There,
disco ball?
look. Now you can see the tree.
It's on the top. It's a little further towards the door to the basement.
The German Shepherd should never be dressed as anything.
I know Todd has German Shepherds. That's why he's
Oh,
saying
yeah,
that.
okay, yep,
It's
that
protective
makes
of the
sense now.
breed.
You know, Tom, it might not look bad if you had another of those bushes just on the other side of that screen so it's balanced.
I like how Doc at least tells it like it is. It's a bush. What do you think of my tree as he holds up a water bottle? You
10
can't just
seconds,
put lights
guys.
on something and call it a tree, bro.
Message. Talk back to Denver's talk station now.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Mark, take that full screen, bro. Take my shot full screen.
Hey, that's your drum set I'm looking at.
I know, I finally turned the camera. I said, the hell with that. Nobody wants to look at my tree. Anyway, there it is, right there.
Wow, how many pieces is that thing?
Oh, God almighty.
Holy crap, that's a lot of drums. I mean, like, really? Is that like 10, 20?
Oh, way more than that.
Holy crap.
You've seen it before, I thought.
Not for, if I had, it's been a long time, Jack. That thing's massive. Who plays that?
Anyway, it's cool, right? Cool.
It's massive,
Are
man.
you taking full? You didn't take it full screen though, because it's cramped up in that shot.
I mean, I'm counting just symbols, like what?
Can't you take it full screen for a second?
Not from here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm
I
not
didn't know you
remote.
took- Oh, okay. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let me come back to me. Although people might rather look at the drum set. Anyway, we have Jeremy on and we have Jason on. Jeremy has been waiting a while. I want to take Jason. We have open lines 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Today is car day. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. Kevin, somebody wanted to know about an electrical problem. Here's what they say, that they use a car in a vacation home, and every time they go, it's dead. Now, obviously, a battery maintainer is the thing to do. Do all cars have a parasitic drag, Kevin?
Yeah,
Since you do electrical
to some degree, absolutely. They all have modules that will have a stay alive power, so eventually they'll all kill batteries. Yes,
they will.
Yes.
Now, one car I had that was terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible, and it was my old stupid days. Was a Ferrari, and I hardly drove it, and it would always die.
Mhm.
It would. So what was? I mean. I don't understand. Do you have to keep cars nowadays if you don't drive them on a maintainer?
Yes. I mean, if they're going to be parked for, say, a month or more, I would definitely say you need
What
to
about
maintain it.
disconnecting a battery terminal? No?
I think there's too much shock to the system with disconnecting. You get voltage spikes that'll cause more problems than just using a maintainer.
Okay. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. Somebody wants to know, they just got a fifth wheel put on their pickup. Do they have to do anything to their transmission, like a cooler? Somebody
I
told
would
them
definitely. Thermal management's going to be huge in keeping that thing alive. So, yeah, an auxiliary cooler, standalone cooler, good size.
Do these coolers automatically turn on and off and route
Well, it's not so
through
much
the
as
cooler?
turning on because you plumb them in line. So you've already got a cooler on the vehicle anyway, typically inside the radiator itself. And what you do is you interrupt it after it gets out of the radiator. You go through that additional cooler.
Is that for any towing package?
Most towing packages, yes.
Okay.
So then you'll go through that additional cooler and return it to the transmission.
Is heat the number one killer? Or
Number
what?
one, easily.
With engines, you want to have a certain operating temperature,
Well,
right?
you
But
do
with
with
transmissions, the cooler, the better always?
Not necessarily. When they're running hotter operating temps these days than they typically did. The change in the engineering of the fluids themselves allow them to do it. And we used to want to see around 180 to 190. Seeing 210 to 216 is not uncommon these days.
Okay, thank you. Jeremy, what's happening? Hi, Jeremy. Welcome. What do you want to talk about,
hear
man?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I want to talk. Okay, I want to talk about the Colorado Transportation Investment Office. Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm going to Google it. Colorado Transportation Investment Office?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
This has to be the biggest ripoff that I've ever seen.
Colorado Transportation Investment Office. What is it?
So, you know how they came out with the law that you couldn't cross the white lines?
Oh, yeah.
And if you did, you get a $500 fine. They had a big ad campaign about it. Well, I filtered into a lane due to traffic literally 100 or 200 feet before the lane opened up, and I just paid $150 in fines because they are $75 each, and I had two of them. But
No, you know what? I swear to God, I went on purpose the other day, and I said, I am not going to cross a double line, but I used the express line. I have the pass. I used it. I came out of it when I was supposed to and back on it, and damn it, I was ticketed.
That's exactly how I feel. They have a map on the back, and it shows where the entrance.
But why did they do that? I absolutely, positively did
hold
not.
on. I'm pretty sure they have video evidence of you crossing the line, right?
Mark, when I tell you this, I'm serious. I did it on purpose and did not. Now, by the way, I did come out during those big dash lines, you know, the big thick ones, but they were not solid.
So I asked the lady last night, I said, do you have video evidence? She said, no, all we have is photographic evidence. I said, okay, I'd like to make a dispute. and the only options I could pick was the car was stolen, it wasn't me driving the car, or bankruptcy. Those were
Hold
the
on,
only
hold
options.
on. Did you get to see the photo?
Yeah,
And
it's
were
a
you
photo
going
and
over the white lines or not?
No, there's no photos of me. There's only photos of me on the other side of the line and on the inside of the line. There's no photo that shows crossing the line.
Do you know what they say? Listen to this one. If you look up the Colorado Transportation Investment Office, I swear to you, it is so mysterious, enigmatic, I wanted to say. It is so weird because they don't come out and say what it is. You can't get a definition of this place. They say, what they say is, listen to this. We contribute to Colorados and visitors and provide freedom, connection, and experience through travel. What does that mean?
It's just a part of CDOT, man. That's all.
But what is the investment office? I don't get that.
It's probably for enforcement and also for investments from the toll money to create other roadways.
But it's not 470 who issues. So 470 owns it, but the CDOT is the one who penalizes you, and it's through the state. But my whole entire problem is that
there's no explanation. It operates as listen to this. It operates as a government-owned business within CDOT, overseen by a separate board of directors and external stakeholders from 4 regions appointed by the governor. It doesn't say what they do. I swear to God, I'm looking at their website. It never says what they do. The funding advancement for this blah, 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 okay, legal responsibility to aggressively seek out opportunities for innovative and efficient means of financing and delivering important surface transportation infrastructure projects in the state. It sounds like a giant circle jerk. What the hell is it?
Well,
it has statutory power, among others, to impose tolls and user fees, to issue bonds, and to enter into contracts with private entities. I don't even know what it means.
They build roads and enforce the laws.
Mark, that's what CDOT does.
It is CDOT. It's a part of CDOT, for Christ's sake.
It's a part of CDOT, but it partners with private enterprise.
To build stuff.
It doesn't say that. Where does it say that?
I'm not sure, but
you read
just
it and
read
see
it.
if it's clear to you. They need AI or something to help write it, right? They said there was a need for this because the residents grew each year, and then Colorado's growth rate was the highest in the nation. The highway infrastructure was severely congested. Okay, well, what does CDOT do? I mean, it was formed, they say this was formed to aggressively pursue innovative means of more efficiently financing important surface transportation projects. Well, since the creation,
that means giving out more
I'm going to
tickets.
get my money back at all? Ever? Am I ever going to see a dime of it, or
no,
can I just kiss
no,
it
you're
goodbye?
not. No, you're not.
This is,
I didn't even know they were the ones. I thought they hired private collection agencies.
You ought to add this to your little list of Sleaze Brigade scumbags, because this is nothing but highway robbery.
You know, I know for a fact I never crossed the line. And Mark, no, they did not have evidence. Or actually, I haven't asked for it, but I know I didn't do it. By the way, Mark, when they do send a picture, it's just of the license plate. They don't send a picture of you crossing any line. Or you know, the one that they showed of me and the license plate, from what I see, I wasn't even in the express lane.
The one Suzanne showed me of you crossing the line, it was you crossing the line.
Oh, bull, you didn't
Suzanne,
see me
did
crossing
you see
the line.
that? Where's she at, Dragon? Oh, she's out.
There was no
They sent
picture
it to
of
our
me
house,
crossing
man.
the line.
We looked at it.
Mark, there was
we'll
no.
ask her when she gets back.
Oh man, come on! And by the way, that was the one I didn't do by experience.
Flipping
Hold
off
on.
the camera, going back and forth over the line multiple times.
Oh, you're full of crap, Mark. Here's what she sent it to me too. Here's what I'm telling you. That was what prompted me to do this one test where I went out and purposely drove them and did not cross the line. That previous one, I didn't do it either, I thought.
How come I drive that weekly? And this is for you and the caller. I don't think the caller's there anymore. How come we've never gotten one?
I don't even know. Where do you drive? Where do you drive with express? Where do you drive with express lanes?
E470.
Yeah, I know. But Suzanne, the one that we got with Tom's picture crossing the line, what did it show?
Well, I don't remember, Mark. Honest to God, I gave it to you.
Well, hold on. Do you still have it, Suze? Because here's what I'll challenge Mark to show me. We'll put it up on YouTube. Just don't put my personal info up there, but put that up there. I want to see if it shows me crossing the line. You know, and by the way, just so you know, here's what I want to say. That time that I got that notice and that warning, I wasn't doing the experiment. I was just driving, and I use express lanes. What I'm talking about is after that happened, I went out purposely and did an experiment. But here's what I want to know, Suze. If you can you dig up that citation? Do you still have it in your sent file?
Well,
it was just a warning.
Yeah,
remember they said this is just
Hold on, we found it.
I want to see.
She's going to email it to me. Hold on.
But Mark, when you put it up on YouTube, just don't include any of the personal stuff, but put it up there. I want to see it.
Yeah,
303-713-8255. Renew Home Innovations, the most beautiful, beautiful showers you will get. Big rectangle showers to take the place of the shower tub combo, those old, ugly tubs. You know, you step up over them, you have curtains or these stupid doors. You can have these Renew Home Innovation showers without doors, without thresholds. So if you have infirmities, you can walk right in with, or you can roll in with a wheelchair. It's way better than walk-in tubs, way better. They're beautiful. You can have multiple shower heads, grab bars, seats, stone walls, no stone resin, looks exactly like natural stone, no maintenance. They do it in 2 or 3 days, but here's the thing. You have, listen to this, 72 months to pay no interest. And they have a special right now. I believe it's like $79.95 all in. Why don't you give them a call? 303-904-2000. You won't do better. 303-904-2000.
Oh, the joy of holiday gifting. Some gifts, like socks and cookies and ugly sweaters, are great for all ages. But others, like lottery tickets from the Colorado Lottery, are better left to the adults. When you gift kids lottery tickets, you set them up for gambling problems later down the line. So gift responsibly this holiday season. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER or text 800-GAM.
Mark, how did you find Red Rock Solar? I really love those people.
I love them too, man. In fact, if people are thinking about solar, there's something really important right now. At the end of the year, the tax credits. If you want those tax credits now and you've been looking at solar, Tom, this is the time to do it, because starting at the beginning of the year, I'm not sure if the tax credits are going to be as good as they are this year.
But if you sign up now, you do get those credits.
If you just get the contract signed right now with Red Rock Solar, you'll get those tax credits. So really, honest to God, folks, you've been thinking about it. You need to call them up and really dig into it. The other thing this company does that's amazing, they're going to guarantee that solar's up and running in 4 months or less. And if it's not, they're going to pay you what it would be generating.
I know. That's amazing. 303-704-2449. Not just a sales organization. They actually do the installation and the service. 303-704-2449. Red Rocks RS. That stands for Roof and Solar. RedRocksRS.com. Hey, speaking of great companies, you know, American Restoration, God, we've known Rock for so many years. He's EPA certified. He has everything you need to get done these catastrophes, to get rid of the dangerous substances like black mold or asbestos or anything else, fires, floods, ash, and smoke damage. He can get rid of it. He can restore. He can rebuild. He can do it all. He works with your insurance company. Your insurance, by the way, pays once. That's it. If you pay the wrong company, you're screwed. So get American Restoration from the get-go. 8337-AMREST. 8337-AMREST. AMREST247.com. Now, People know by now that I went to Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. They're sponsors of this show. And I went there because, listen, man, I'm not a spring chicken. I should have started way earlier, but at least I got a hold of them right before my 70th birthday, like maybe a year or two ago. Here's the deal, man. They went through my elements, and I thought I knew it all. They showed me where I was weak, where I was strong, where I needed help, where I didn't. And they quarterbacked my plan. They helped me get things together like income, investments, estate planning, all of that. They coordinate it. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. Their fees are moderate, built into most things, and they are transparent about it, but they save you way more than you're ever charged. Find out more about them. Meet with them free of charge, no obligation, rpcenter.com. Do it before the end of the year, or do it right after the first and get your life in order. rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211, 970-663-3211.
You know, that picture literally is just of your vehicle on the wrong side of the line.
I know, well, but it doesn't say it doesn't show me crossing it.
Well, it's a picture.
But Mark, but they should at least show me why couldn't they take a picture of you on the line? They can set up cameras to do that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I didn't cross the line. That's the guy. That's what this guy was trying to show.
No. Here's what's going on. I think you're missing it. If you enter at the right place, it hits your machine. You know what I'm saying? Your transponder. If you don't enter at the right place and they catch your license plate somewhere in between the beginning and end, you did not enter in the right place, so you must have crossed the white lines.
Oh, that's bullshit. That picture they have of me is when I got out legally.
Okay.
I mean, I think if you want to hit somebody, you know, like when you go to that red light cam, they show you over that line or they show you in the crosswalk or something.
I'm trying to connect so I can post the picture, but I'm having a hard time connecting through this splash top.
What's that?
Hit the little wheel on it.
I did and hit disconnect.
Yeah, it might take a minute.
What are we talking about?
To post your picture.
Oh.
And
Mark,
funny enough,
me how
if
to
it was
do
going
that
to
here,
show
I can start.
personal information, it would have showed ours because it came to our house.
Well, no, it's got his license plate.
Yeah, I got all that off of it.
Wait a minute.
Who's that young lady in the car with you? She looks like probably she's 30.
There's a lady.
Topless.
You morons should at least turn the camera off while you're feasting.
Mark, I wonder if I don't have a connection anymore. I was having a hard time last week trying to get into it.
I don't know.
Troubleshooter show, please hold.
But I do know this. You did not enter or exit that lane properly. That's why you have that picture.
Yeah. You trust the government.
I do. Well, it's not like it's Joe Blow sitting up there watching stuff. It's an automated system.
Yeah.
I'm not
the
saying it
automated
can't
system
fail.
is flawed. Not everybody calling can be wrong.
Well, how about the other 8 million people?
I'm going to go in there and disconnect.
Do you drive it all the time? Does anybody in here drive C470?
Every day.
You drive it every day? Have you ever gotten one?
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
but he probably doesn't use the express lane, Mark. If you don't use the express lane,
He
you
does
won't get
use
it.
All right, 10 seconds, guys.
Jeff does use it.
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Let's talk to Rodney at JFR Cars. Rod, what do you got to say? What do you got going on, man?
Hey, I just wanted to throw this at the listeners and see if anybody might be looking for a car for a commuter that would be great for someone working locally, kids or grandkids. We have a 2020 Nissan Leaf that's completely electric, that's still under factory warranty with only 12,000 miles, that we can sell right at about 16 and a half.
Oh my goodness, what a great deal.
It is. It is.
Wow. That is a screaming deal, Rod. Hey, does anyone know about those Leafs? I don't know much about them.
They're pretty good little cars. They don't have the range, obviously, that a Tesla. But if you're locally, you're still getting, a little over 100 miles per charge, and you basically charge it every night.
What kind of warranties it got on it? It must have quite a bit of warranty left on the battery and stuff.
Yeah, well, battery's 100,000, and it's underneath the, I think it's 4 years, 60,000 mile warranty for the rest of the components. And obviously, you don't have anything else other than the electric battery and the motors. So that's about it. So they're great little cars.
Well, for 16 grand, it's not a bad deal whatsoever.
Not at all.
No, man.
And again, only with 12,000 miles on it, roughly.
They're, really, like I said, they entered the game relatively early, not like, maybe
Toyota,
the Prius or the Nissan or the,
New
the
ones
Tesla,
new ones are almost 30 grand.
Right.
And what color is it?
It's a gray with on gray interior.
They're nice little cars, man.
Yeah, they'll be. I mean, for a 16-year-old or somebody that, again, just commuting back and forth, it's a great little car.
What kind of chargers?
It comes with its own charger, and it's about 4 to 5 hour charge, and you just charge it overnight. That's what we do, and then charge it up again the next day. But if you're only going to if you do 30 miles, you probably have to charge it every 3 days.
Let's give that number out, Rod. JFR Cars is 303-520-6839. That's 303-520-6839. I mean, really, that's a good deal. And of course, you take trades as well, right, Rod?
Exactly. We definitely take a trade on that as well.
That's good. 303-713-8255 is our number. We know JFR Cars are good people. And appreciate it, Rod. That's a screaming deal for sure.
You, sir.
Hey, Kevin, since you do electrical, are you working on electric cars yet? Do you have like a bay for electric cars yet? Kevin? Am I disconnected here? I mean,
no, we got it.
Kevin, are you set up to do electric cars yet?
We're starting to get training more on anything.
Okay. Eventually, though, isn't that the way to go? I mean, to have at least a bay dedicated or what?
Well, see where they're going to.
I'm having a problem here, I guess.
No, it's his mic. It's acting funky.
That's funny. I got you.
So listen, here's what I want to know. What was that state I heard where the governor is outlawing regular cars? Is that really a thing?
Yeah, I think every liberal state has said that at some point.
But not outlawing the car itself so much.
I think you're probably
new sales.
I forget who it was. Now, what they're talking about is they were outgoverning gas or diesel-powered vehicles for city use or for the state use.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Absolutely. It says that there are bans in 4 states being considered for. Now, listen, here's what they're saying. They will allow no sales of new gas-powered vehicles after 2035 in Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, and Washington.
Yeah, all of which have massive taxes and probably are in the hole.
California already adopted the same law. California is by 2030, I believe, 0 by 20. Wait, hold on. Listen to this. California specifies 35% of new car sales must have zero emissions by 2026. And then by 2030, 68%. So it's not quite a ban. You know, I have this saying that is, life is its own teacher. And we're going to soon see how these policies play out. And of course, if you think about it, there's plenty of time for governments to change, revoke laws, change laws. Just because there is a law doesn't mean it stays there.
It's just an election away from change. I mean, that's all. At
Well-
any given point.
Well, not when you're talking about a whole state law for a legislature to change over, but it could be. You're right.
Well, it's still an election. I mean, you might. I'm not saying you don't have to have, every fashion of government involved, but I'm saying it truly is an election away at any given time.
Right. It could be. That's right, depending on how it goes. And in any case, we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. We have open lines, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And I do want to mention, since I promised, the most unusual Christmas gift is hibernation. Now, what people are doing is they're hibernating when they have a fatal disease or they're getting old and they want to wait until there's a cure for old age. Now, there are 377 people in the world in hibernation. So I'm not saying they were given gifts, but now you can buy a gift. Prices range per year for a certain amount of money. And there are certain like Cryonics is one company. Cryorus is another company. What they do is they basically take you and you don't have to be dead, okay, but you got to be near dead. And then the youngest person was a 14-year-old put in hibernation in London, went to court and won the right. So she had permission to hibernate with a hope of being awakened when things get better. So this is what they're doing. They're either hoping they can have a brain transfer or that they can wake up someday to a cure.
You know who the most famous person is that does that, Tom?
Walt Disney.
No, Ted Williams.
Is he in hibernation?
Yes.
I think
really
Walt
is.
Disney is, though. I think
Listen
Walt
to what
Disney's
they do.
a little bigger than
They take a
Ted
dying
Williams.
patient, okay, and they restore ventilation to the lungs and blood supply. They keep it going. They're immersed in ice water, transferred to a cryogenic center, and then they're put into a cryoprotectant solution, which is injected intravenously to prevent freezing of the tissues. And they're immersed into negative 196 degrees, and they go to sleep.
Boy, that's got to cost a fortune.
In euros, it says they offer the service in euros from 18,000 to 200,000 euros. And I don't understand this, though. I don't know if there's a recurring charge. There has to be, you would think. I'm just reviewing an article here while I'm on the air, so it's hard. And by the way, this is really important. Really, really important. QR codes. We scan them without thinking about it. The Federal Trade Commission says they're getting many, many, many reports of viruses being embedded in them or malware. So you invite that to your phone. You invite it when you take a picture of it. And it's not like there's no warning right. They haven't come up with one yet. And I don't know if regular, the antivirus software and all that works. But what they're saying is when you take that picture, you might go to the link you're expecting. But at the same time, you might be downloading something.
Well,
that scares the hell out of me because I use them all the time.
Mine just shows a link when I do a QRC. It doesn't automatically go there.
Well, it says open in Chrome or open in Safari, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they're saying it also has some background features in some of them. That's at least what I'm being told. 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's talk station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage.
Major news for folks leaving town on the west end. I-70 westbound is closed between 6th Avenue and C-470 due to a crash involving a semi. Crews are expecting this one to be around for a while. As a result, the C-470 westbound ramp to I-70 westbound is closed, as well as the 6th Avenue that's exit 261 to I-70 westbound on-ramp closed as well. Folks are diverting to Highway 40 in Colfax to get around the scene. Otherwise, pretty beautiful drive throughout the Denver metro. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, snow later today, highs in the 40s before the day's end, overnight low of 20. The current temperature in Denver is 41 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Okay, I can't seem to get this script up. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. In any case, never mind. I can't see the call screener, guys. You're just going to have to help. You're going to have to help me. Okay. Simply Floors, Inc. The people that you want to do your floors, I know that we use them as our experts. And you will have great floors at great prices with in-house. They have all of their own installers, and they have incredible deals, whether it's your fix and flip or it is your dream home. Proximity Mills gives you luxury vinyl tile, carpeting, not throw rugs, but big area rugs. They're even doing tile now, hardwoods, laminates, 303-731-5380. Buddy and Karen Mitchell, no floors, and you'll have a great experience from beginning to end. 303-731-5380.
What happened there? Did your screen freeze up?
My computer is fucked up right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Let me guess, you didn't touch anything.
I'm closing up I'm just reopening everything. It just
okay.
Crazy.
Did you want me to put your picture of your car crossing the line or not crossing the line?
Yeah.
YouTube?
If you have it, let's do it.
All right. Flying it.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know. Okay, thank you. I just don't know why this is happening. My God.
God bless.
Oh, you can't even see the license plate in that.
Yeah, it does.
I know. It proves nothing. It absolutely proves nothing.
Well, according to the state of Colorado, it does.
You notice they didn't enforce it.
Well, they said you're getting a one-time pass.
Yeah,
and if it happens again, you're going to pay out your rear.
You could have made that rhyme better.
I just don't get it. Man.
I paste this Colorado ordinance, and it launches the calculator on Google. It is so bizarre.
My weather report, even on the phone, doesn't show any snow.
No.
You're not going to see any snow.
Either for here or even for Blackhawk.
We were getting snow out in Franktown this morning. Good amount of it, too. It was pretty.
You listen to me, you're not going to get any.
Already did.
What?
All right, here it is. I'm going to go right now to the forecast. So everybody listening,
Mark the weatherman.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be
Let's
a
put some-
shitstorm.
Let's put some money on it.
I will. Let's do it. All right. I bet you Franktown gets snow today. And I'll bet you, I'll even give you 10-to-1 odds. 10-to-1. And I'll bet you $100, meaning you'll only owe me $100, if Franktown gets snow on December 8th, 2023, period, end of story. And if they don't, you get $1,000. You're not going to find a better deal than that.
Simple one-day treatment I received. AdvancedHair.com.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Listen, I want to tell you about Denver Regen offering that famous weight loss drug for a quarter of the cost of a normal prescription. That's because what's happening is semaglutide is being compounded. I want you to check with your doctor, your research. Not everyone's on board with the compounding of it, but compounding is not illegal. People are doing it with FDA-approved ingredients for semaglutide, which is the works on your hormones to deaden your appetite, control blood sugar, and help you lose weight. DenverRegen.com. Find out more. And again, like I said, with anything health-related, if you have any doubts, check with a doctor. They have docs there, DenverRegen.com, 720-583-1648. All right. Do you have the picture of me up? Now, do you see it? We're on YouTube, and I think they're posting it. Is it up now, guys? I don't have the link up, but
Yeah,
in any case.
It's been flown. It takes a second for the others to see it.
Okay, thanks. Here's what's happening. They have me in my SUV driving, and it shows nothing. That's what they showed as proof. It shows nothing.
Well, it's showing you're in the express lane. That's all it's showing.
Yeah. So what I don't understand, truly I don't understand. Now, here's what they could be saying. I'm in the express lane there, and the next camera didn't charge me. I don't know.
Or where you entered the express lane wasn't where you were supposed to enter the express lane.
I enter or exit on the broken lines or where it says enter and exit. But because I'm not trying to beat the system. I have that thing open. I don't care about paying for that. I like using the express lane. But why it said, I mean, there's the picture of my car. I mean, I'm not crossing the damn line. I mean, if they showed two of them, right? I don't know, or something. I'd like to know what people think about it. Of course, I'm asking my YouTube morons, but say they have opinions. Jabba, what's happening?
Hey, Tom, you know how everything's going to zero emissions?
Well, that's what they're trying to do.
Well, 3 days ago, my friend Elon Musk came out with an engine that works off of water.
Oh, he did not.
He's ahead of the game, my man. He's got the
Now, wait a minute.
inside with
What's
the
it called? Mark, Google that, man. I don't.
Tom, what they're doing is they're using electrolysis to separate water into hydrogen and oxygen and then burning the hydrogen.
Well, if that's true, if water becomes your fuel and then oxygen becomes your damn emission, this man's going to be a trillionaire.
Well, that's what
He already is a trillionaire.
Whether or not it's energy efficient is different.
Who cares?
I remember as a kid.
No. I have a question. Who cares if it's energy efficient if you're burning water?
Well, no one cares because you can fill it up on your garden hose.
I know. So what the hell does that mean?
But do you remember those rockets as a kid? You would do this, and then you would let it go, and it would rip into the air powered by water. So, Elon, he's not the one that thought
I'm
of it.
reading about it. Elon Musk, a water-powered car. Man, I'm not reading about it. I mean, I'm seeing it on the Google thing. If that's, you know, you know what? I'll bet you that would be dangerous for someone. Look at, do you believe the stories about the guy? Do you remember the myth? Somebody had a carburetor that could get 300 miles to the gallon or something, and the lab was burned and the guy was killed. Do you remember that? Do you remember that myth? It was something like that. And then someone accused people of killing or burning down Tesla's lab too, the original Tesla. I mean, for Nikola Tesla, I believe he was in Colorado. Didn't he have a lab in Colorado Springs? And because he was in competition with Edison and somebody, I love all this, all these rumors, you call them myths. Maybe they're not myths. Maybe there's some truth to them.
No, there was a Tesla in Colorado Springs lab, and it was burned down.
Yeah, and now what about the guy with the carburetor, the high mileage carburetor? Does anyone remember that? Do you remember, guys, have you heard of it? Our car guys, have you heard about it?
I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember any validity to it.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. It says here that there was a guy that had he was an inventor who had this carburetor, and he got 100 miles to the gallon, and anyway, it talks about him dying if you Google it. There's a few people that did this. There's another guy called Tom Ogle. And read about Tom Ogle. Anyway, 303-713-8255. I'm starting to sound like Art Bell now, right? Jacob has a comment on the water engine. Jacob, go ahead. Then I have to take a break because they love making fun of me for not breaking till really late. Go ahead, sir.
I just wanted to say a couple things. First of all, yeah, I would expect that Elon Musk is going to end up like mysteriously dying if this is true. And then about what Mark was saying about those little rockets, I actually still have one. It uses electrolysis or whatever. You put salt in the water or whatever, and it actually ignites it, and the rocket shoots up. So
I thought it was baking soda and vinegar.
Well, mine uses actually salt. So
okay, I never heard of that one.
So
We have more coming up. Go ahead, take it away, guys.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Broadmoor.
Major news for folks leaving town on the west end. I-70 westbound is closed between 6th Avenue and C470 due to a crash involving a semi. Crews are expecting this one to be around for a while. As a result, the C470 westbound ramp to I-70 westbound is closed, as well as the 6th Avenue that's exit 261 to I-70 westbound on-ramp closed as well. Folks are diverting to Highway 40 in Colfax to get around the scene. Otherwise, pretty beautiful drive throughout the Denver Metro. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, snow later today, highs in the 40s before the day's end, overnight low of 20. The current temperature in Denver is 41 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Holidays are a perfect reason to visit the Broadmoor. Whether it's the traditional holiday show featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Debbie Boone or their spectacular New Year's Eve celebrations, you are sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. Visit Broadmoor.com for more information.
Celebrate New Year's Eve weekend at Ameristar. Start Friday, December 29th by entering for your chance to win from 8 to 10 p.m. in the $50,000 Last Chance giveaway. Live DJs perform each night in Bar 8042. Indulge in the all-you-can-eat dinner special in Centennial Market. Then, join the New Year's Eve countdown and champagne toast and ring in 2024. Book your stay now at AmeristarBlackhawk.com. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
LazyDays.com. Man, I love these guys. You know, they bought Century RV. What I love about Lazy Days, though, they are all over the country. If you're looking for that new fifth wheel or that new trailer or that new Class A or that new pop-up, these guys have the best pricing out there. Their service department on the 101 up in Longmont is absolutely unbelievable. They have an indoor showroom up there as well. You got to check out LazyDays.com. Just go there. Their inventory's right there. They work on all different kinds of vehicles. They can even do repair like hail repair and other body stuff. These guys are unfreaking believable. We love them at Lazy Days. Put them on your list if you're shopping for that new or used fifth wheel camper, whatever it is. LazyDays.com. That's LazyDays.com.
This is the last vote. So I don't know if you
All right, I'll tell Kelly.
Okay.
Sweet, thank you.
Got some of my software updates this year. Holy crap.
Money-wise?
Yes.
I didn't know they fluctuated so much.
Every year it seems like they go up.
Just released a hydrogen car that will certainly destroy the entire auto industry.
Dragon, is everyone
It is
excited to have a
interesting that Elon,
Christmas
a
baby
staunch supporter of
around?
What do we have coming back, Dragon? At least
automobiles.
I'd probly say, if
Why
I had
the
to guess,
change
a
of
full
heart?
segment,
What
10,
gives
12
hydrogen
minutes.
cars a competitive advantage over
Not even 90
electric
seconds.
cars. Join me today in this video where we will explore how Elon Musk just really powered by the single
dog's
most
never gonna
abundant substance in the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
he's
Won't this
leveling
be
up
in harmony
Christmas
with
this year for
green
you
energy
guys, isn't
drive?
he?
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Let's talk a little bit about hydrogen. This element appears as number 2 in the periodic table.
Remind me of
It is
St.
made up of
Lucas?
just one can
Lance.
be used as
Lance.
fuel. But once we have the
was an
hydrogen
L.
by Nexo SUV.
Lance.
Now, despite hydrogen
healthy
being
and
so
doing fine?
abundant, they only exist in a compound form, in water or natural gas.
They let
in
you
this
and Carla
state, they cannot
babysit
be
now and
used
then
as
to
fuel.
get a night out.
They have
and-
to be extracted
Oh, cool.
and purified before they
You're
can
like,
be
"Bring it
used as
over!"
fuel. But once we have the hydrogen, a simple chemical reaction harnesses power from it. It involves the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. Usually, the
I'm
car
gonna invent a car that you
manufacturer has
pump
to
up
choose
like those
between
rockets.
The two most commonly methods that hydrogen can be used
Do they do the COVID trials on the
Let's
baby?
take a look at each one of
And
them.
it shoots the
One little
water out
problem
behind
with this
it.
method.
Oh,
Hydrogen
okay.
is made to
I wondered if they
California
tried
drivers
doing all
which is
that.
rich in nitrogen.
Because I heard they started doing vaccines in utero. Is that true?
Nitrogen dioxide alongside carbon
Okay, you
dioxide
didn't hear
are
that from your
classified as
daughter-in-law.
greenhouse
No,
gases.
but like
Will Elon Musk really use this method?
Yeah,
Of course
right.
not. This
Damn.
would go contrary
You are
to
right now.
campaigns on the production
I still
and
have
consumption
pizza in
of
front of me.
green
Yeah,
and so
that's
does Jeff.
amazing.
and so what
So
is
it's
the
like
other
20 minutes
available
before.
option for Tesla? It is none other than the hydrogen fuel cells. The FCEVs are particularly
Let's see, you think they
interesting.
take donations to fix
Unlike
this
the hydrogen combustion engine
So,
that generates power by burning
these are
hydrogen
rack-
You should put that on the Secret
or
Santa
the
list.
It's
battery
a
electric
rack mount
vehicles that store their energy in batteries.
So they've replaced that one.
FCEVs
That was this
create
year.
electric energy
This
through a
one was
chemical
replaced
reaction
last
that
year.
occurs
That one
in
they
a
haven't
fuel
touched.
cell. These cells consist of two electrodes. A
I don't know what they
positively
do,
charged
but
anode and a
okay,
negatively charged cathode.
you guys aren't real
An
techies and
electrolyte
shit with
medium separates
Microsoft,
these
but
two
they're
terminals.
running
The
fucking
process
Windows
begins with an
NT.
introduction
I mean,
of
Windows
hydrogen
NT is
at
some
the
old
anode
shit.
and
These are
oxygen at
literally
the
running
cathode.
Windows NT
To
on the
speed up
server
process, a
downstairs.
catalyst is
This
used as
right
the
here
cathode end to
is a
split
newer
hydrogen
version of
into
Windows,
protons and
but the actual computer running the
protons move through
software
the electrode
is a
medium
Windows
to the
NT
cathode,
machine,
where they
and
are
that's
united
why
with
that one's so
oxygen and
slow is
electrons to
because
form
when they
water. The
upgraded
electrons take an
the
external
virtual
route through an
computer
electric
to
circuit, creating
Windows
an
whatever
electric
it is,
current. This
the server
super
itself,
simple
it sits on,
process
is way
just
too
described
slow.
in part Tesla's hydrogen car powertrain. According to
High
the
quality
artist
Windows
rendering of the
98
famous
machines.
It's Windows 95, baby.
Woo!
designer Cosmin Isbas, the first vehicle by Tesla to use hydrogen power will appropriately be called the Model H. This vehicle will be nothing less than a spectacle. From its dual
Where am I
classic
hearing
color
that
code
audio
to
from,
its
Tom?
modern tints,
Oh, yeah.
all the way
we
to
had
its
a
low center of
386
gravity
with
orientation.
multi-stations.
Everything about this car looks gorgeous. The
Crazy.
Model H will be a
Yeah.
race-based
Check us
model.
on the,
Plaid can
hydrogen-powered
attain
car.
0 to
I
16, and
sold
it will wake you up once you reach
all
your
the point of
destination.
sale systems.
Despite
to the,
performing well in the race,
think
it
of
looks
the name of
and
that
features will be no less captivating.
No,
Farming
no,
or
it's more of
biomass
a- it's
fermentation.
mostly just
Every
man.
one of these methods is so expensive and demands huge capital.
Sports playing in the
I have
background.
15 seconds here, guys.
That's where I go, but no.
Afternoons 4 to 6.
Friday at 4, Mike Johnson's crazy approach to homelessness in Denver is turning into a disaster for Denver and the state. We'll break it down and talk about how to salvage this mess. Join me at 4.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. here we have a lot going on, and I want to remind you that Kevin Calkin is with Sheridan Auto Tech, Jeff Fick, Kimmer Transmission, if you have any questions. Robin has a problem with a general contractor. Robin, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
My husband and I had a contractor we went into contract with for a modular home build in November of 21. Now, this contractor...
Now, when you say to build a modular home, it wasn't going to be brought into the site and erected like it was being built on site as a kit, or what?
I'm sorry. It was to do the prep for the
Okay.
modular home.
Okay.
So the foundation, and then the setting of it, and then
Okay.
all of the activity once it was brought to
Got
the
it.
site.
Okay.
So we had a contract price with him for about $419,000. We paid him $120,000, and this was over the course of maybe 8 months that we paid him $120,000. Through this whole time, we were waiting for permits, and a year after we signed that contract, he had still not done any work himself.
Okay, you hold on, and we'll come right back to you and figure out what's going on.
Do more. Okay, Pam, we'll be back.
Dragon, my goodness, man, you're supposed to keep us on time.
You heard the bumper music, didn't you?
Shut up.
You going up to the mountains, Jeff?
Not till Christmas.
Oh.
We were up there last weekend.
You have a place up there, Jeff?
Yeah. We were up there last weekend. We're actually going to get together with my daughter to do Christmas this weekend. And then next weekend we got her company's Christmas party. So.
I just
We're
heard
heading
the
New
I heard the
Orleans
news
next.
lady
No,
say to the news guy, "The computer is hot for you."
I bet there won't be any snow.
God, I hope not.
We need more, man. We probably only got maybe 16 inches on the ground right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird so far. Are all the resorts open or no? Not even. They have.
Most of them are because they make snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you mean the ski resorts?
Yeah.
They got to be for Thanksgiving. That's a big weekend for ski resorts.
Never used to be because it was hit and miss where they'd have enough snow.
We always used to get snow somewhere. And, if it wasn't
I can
Vail,
remember hunting up
it was
on
snow
top
mass.
of Breckenridge and stuff
What?
last seasons and stuff with no snow.
I want to say A Basin was the first one to open up, and that was mid-September.
Could be.
They had one run, I think.
Yeah, and it's weak at best.
Yeah. But I know Monarch just opened last week.
Okay, let's see here.
I think
An hour to go.
3 weeks ago.
Well, it's funny. They fight so hard to get open early, and by the time they close, they got more snow than they've had all year.
Well, and a lot of them are contractually obliged to close when they do.
That's true.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Contracts with whom?
State, whoever owns
Oh, with the state?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Well, I
they
know Winter Park's one of those. They have to be closed on a certain date.
really.
And most of the ski resorts actually start losing money, usually toward the end of January, beginning of February, because everybody's bought up season passes, and now they're not. You're not getting new influx of people who are buying lift tickets per day.
That's true.
Denver.
Didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was arbitrary based on the amount of snow they
Depends on
had.
the resort. A lot of them are contractually obliged.
Really?
They have to close.
But that makes more sense though with the
But
season
A
pass.
Basin must not be one of those
No.
because their closing dates are always.
Whenever they can't run snow, whenever
Right.
you can't ski, yeah. I mean, I think one year they were open for like 49 weeks out of the year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know they've been open on Memorial Day for sure.
202.
Look at that, same time.
Yep.
Denver.
Well, it's the top of the hour.
We've come a long ways.
That's why it's a big story of the day.
Well, and CNN's starting to turn on Biden. They know that. I mean, he's not going to be the nominee.
I have argued with Tom that for so long now. We bet, but then he said he didn't
Well, I
bet,
shouldn't
even
say
though he
he's not
did
gonna-
bet.
Sooner or later, he's going to be bowing out. There's going to be some reason.
I think he's going to have a coronary or something.
You think Biden's going to die within the next year?
I don't think, no, I didn't say he was going to die.
Incapacitated.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to have a traumatic incident where they'll use that as an excuse, or it's real that he's not going to run.
Well,
Maybe a fall. You realize at that age, like 80, one fall and one hip broken or everything can change your mental stability forever.
You have to have mental stability.
Oh, that's true.
He spent as much on adult entertainment as he did groceries.
It really all starts at 7.
Newsom's the easy pick.
Yeah.
Once you hit that big 7-0, anything can happen. You can stub your toe. I mean, you name it, and you could be all fucked up.
Nothing.
But, Doc, you know what I'm saying. I'll give you a truth. My grandmother at about 80, 85 fell in the tub. Even though she was in a facility, she was in a private apartment, and they still would come around once a day and physically put eyes on everybody there.
Yep.
She fell right after that happened. So she sat in the tub with water in it for 23 hours, never the same. Accelerated everything she dealt with. Never the same again.
It was similar for my great grandmother. She fell half in, half out of the tub, and couldn't get out.
Stuck.
Right. And the Meals on Wheels people were coming by. They couldn't get in. They were just leaving the stuff outside. My grandmother went in to check on her. Been 3 days.
Oh my God.
And so that's when they decided to move her into a home.
Yeah.
But 6 months.
Yep. It's traumatic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sat there like that. So I think, he's a president, so he's not going to be stuck anywhere for any period of time. But my point is, he's going to hurt himself. He's just old, man. And it's not that. There's people his age that are in way better shape.
The age itself doesn't matter. That's why I hate that they want to put this arbitrary thing on. You can't run if you're this old.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, if you're all there, then I don't care.
Yeah, but he's definitely shows sign of decompensation.
Oh, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Decomposing.
Was that not a good word to use?
No, my brain went right to decomposing.
Decomposing, yeah.
He's got just pieces falling off of him. Oh, man.
It's like leprosy.
I mean, you see, there's some lady, they show old people on the news all the time. She still goes out. She was over 100, and she still runs every day.
Yeah.
That's because she's got to get to the gas station to get her cigarettes and whiskey.
That's damn right she does. There was one guy that said the secret was he had a McDonald's hamburger every single day. In fact, Suzanne, doesn't your mom and your stepdad still eat at McDonald's every day? I can't hear her. I don't got you.
Sorry.
Twice a day, a lot of times.
Twice a day.
But Mark, they just posted a picture today of another McRib they're eating.
Oh my God!
Like
literally,
every
all they
other
post
week.
is pictures of them at McDonald's every fucking day. Isn't that crazy? Every day.
Couldn't do it.
I have McDonald's literally maybe once a year. Maybe.
It's a forced into. It's like long
like
road trip.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Place out there. Sure.
Don't want to stop.
Their breakfast is good though.
Well, I'll get there.
Yeah.
I like their double cheeseburgers, but I won't eat those buns.
No, I don't eat.
But they've been shrinking. Fuck, man. They're like the
Now
size
they
of
got
a
the new
nickel
thing
now.
out was supposedly.
Have we finally reached a tipping point where people have had it with the anti-Semitism rampant on our college campuses? We'll talk about that, plus Twisted View. It's going to be epic. 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. Ideal Home Loans still doing home loans with the interest rate guarantee. So when rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Let's talk. Robin said that she hired a contractor to prep and set a modular home, $419,000, paid more than $100,000. It's been more than a year. What's the hang up? Is the work being done, or is the money just being spent? Robin?
So what I'm going to tell you is that the work is done. We ended up firing this GC. The reason I'm calling
And the GC, his name was Juan Rizzi?
Correct.
Okay. And why? And did he do at least $100,000 worth of work that you paid for?
He did not. He did not. In fact, finally, we built in Park County at 10,000 feet. When September rolled around to 2022 and we needed to get a foundation in before the ground froze, we finally told him, "You're not starting this. We're going to find someone." He said, "Fine," because he was working on
How much work did he do?
He painted waterproofing on the foundation. And
Did he do the
laid down
foundation?
drain tile.
Did he
No.
do the foundation?
No. He painted waterproofing on it. He laid a drain around it.
Who did the foundation?
And
You contracted someone else to do the
another
foundation?
Contractor. Correct. I told him when he couldn't do it, I got another one.
So how
Those
much
are
did
the
you
two
pay
things we
Juan
did.
then?
We paid him a total of $121,000.
Okay, so
I never
what did
saw
you
any
get?
invoices.
What did you get for 121? About how much worth of stuff?
From him personally, besides the waterproofing and the drain tile, he ordered some lumber and some steel beams, 2 steel beams.
Well, tell me how much value you got for the 121,000.
I never saw invoices. I'm guessing maybe 40,000, maybe.
Okay, so you're out. Does he acknowledge that he owes you money?
He does not. And when we fired him, we found out we had paid him in full for the set of the house because he said he had contacted a company, and to secure that contract, they requested the full amount to put us on their calendar for the fall.
And
of
hold on,
2022.
is that part of the 121?
It is, yes.
How
And
much of
I
the
found out
121 was supposed to go to that company?
24,600.
Did he do that?
He did not. He did not secure that company. I called them. He never gave them money. They did
Oh
not
my
require
God. So
money.
basically,
He just
if
took
you
the
look at your entire project, you're over budget by 121,000.
Minimum, yes. Yes.
Well, minimum, why would he be responsible
he
for anything
also-
more than what he was paid?
He did not pay the subs. So we agreed.
But that's
we were
part
gonna
of the
get someone to do
121. What I'm saying is math never lies. If you paid him 121 and you're out 121, you can't be out more than you paid him.
We also had to pay.
No, I get that. No, I get that part. Yeah. You have to pay again for the stuff he didn't pay for. I get that. So you're saying you're out 121 plus you had to pay the 121 that he didn't spend.
Correct.
Okay. I understand. But
We
you
have
said about
found out-
40 of that was spent to the good. So you're out maybe 121 plus another 60.
Probably something like that, yes.
So what are you doing about it? If this guy screwed you,
Well,
what are you doing about it?
We have filed a lawsuit, and this is why I'm calling you. In the process of filing the lawsuit, we have found that over the last 3 years, he has incurred about 7 judgments against him, all unpaid. He has another.
What year did you do this with him?
2021, we went under contract.
Okay. So
I believe the first judgment was.
We need to get him on the sleaze brigade.
Absolutely.
Where does he operate normally?
Out of the Evergreen.
Out of Evergreen. Okay. And do you have a picture of him?
I don't know that I do. I might.
If you
be
can
able to
find
get
one on the
off of
internet, that would
Instagram or
really
something.
help.
I could probably find one. Yes.
We really need to get the word out on this guy. So anyway, go on with your question.
Yes. Well, no, that the help that I want from you is we're trying to handle the legal side, but we really, after this happened to us, we had learned of another person who contacted us. He took $175,000 from them to do an addition.
Is it Odd Knots Home Design?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the name of it, Mark?
Ognotz, Ognotz, Home Design.
He has removed that from his website. He has another website called Evergreen Flooring and Tile.
Yeah, I
He
see
used
that
to have
too.
Ognotz Home Design.
You can
on
find him on homeadvisor.com. I'm staring at it. He's got 7 reviews and is 5-star rated.
He has a 5-star rating?
Yep, Evergreen Flooring and Tile Company, Evergreen, Colorado. John Rizzi, lead something.
And what's the name of it, Mark? Now, Evergreen what?
Evergreen Flooring and Tile Company.
Is it John or Juan, Mark?
I don't remember.
Okay, because she said Juan.
Juan. Yeah, Juan. He has a link on that website to his home design services.
Yeah, Juan. That's what I got up as Juan. I just called him John.
Yeah.
I want to know what the hell Ognotz meant.
Where did you find these judgments against him?
Oh, wait, listen to this one, guys. The docket real estate lawsuit roundup for 5/25/23. This is Business Den. I have no idea. It's one of these you got to subscribe. You got to subscribe to see the article. But apparently people are suing this John Rizzi, Ognotz Home Design, but I'm not paying $5 to read the article.
He probably doesn't have money, though.
No, he doesn't. The collectability is when we did the background check, he did not show any money to his name. However, the other lawsuit that is going to be going in a federal court, the lawsuit was just served last month. They are suing him for $1.6 million. They also have a modular home from the same company we went with. He did so much damage. He actually worked for them, but it was the first time he'd ever done this type of work on a modular. He ruined their foundation. Their house is uninhabitable. They now are out the money for their modular, and they're out the money for what they paid him. And they say they paid him upwards of $750,000.
God, I can't say it on radio.
Yet you cannot see his money if you do a
Mark,
background
he
search.
has, are you telling me this clown this clown is on Home Advisor with a good rating?
Hold on here. Well, but it's under, this is Home Advisor's website. Let me click on the actual link here. Evergreen Flooring and Tile Company.
Same guy.
Well, I'm assuming it is.
We got to do something about this.
Why do you say it's, the guy's name is the same. Why do you assume it's the same guy?
Because I've been on these sites. My husband and I started just now posting.
Yeah,
things,
so he's got a 4.4 on there
familiar.
with 8 verified reviews.
Is there a way?
But wait, here's the first one. 0 stars. I paid Juan Rizzi over $100,000. Oh, that one's yours.
I just posted that.
Is there a way we can get his picture anywhere?
Okay, and listen to these 5-star ones that are verified on Home Advisor. Are you ready? This from Allison W. The owner
Does he have a beard, by the way?
The owner was really good about answering questions. That's the review.
Does he have a beard?
I've heard he does recently. While I dealt with him, he did not.
Is he bald?
So
excellent work and
recently,
constant professional.
We got to find a picture.
Juan Rizzi did a
consummate.
fantastic job. We are very pleased.
It's consummate, not constant.
It's constant. Yes, you're right.
The person who he took $175,000 from, they had previously contracted him for flooring. He did do a good job. They had no complaints. That's why they contracted with him for their remodel. And it is during the remodel that he took the $175,000.
I hate going back into this. You already learned your lesson, but why you would pay anybody up front that kind of money is craziness.
Yep.
Oh, my God, the number of businesses this guy has had, Mark, there's not just one.
Yeah.
Did you do any background check on him
Do you have
before?
a phone number for him right now that he might answer?
Do I have a phone number?
Yeah, that he might answer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got his cell phone number.
Suzanne, let's try to get him up. Let's take a break. Let's try to get his side of the story, and let's see what he's got to say. Let's see if he comes on.
Okay, that's good. We got more coming right up. 303-713-TALK.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Red Rocks Roof and Solar, the people that do it all, from the sales, installation, and service. They even have a guaranteed activation date, which means if it's not up and running when they say it will be, they will pay you for the energy it should be producing. No one else is doing that. RedRocksRF.com stands for, RS.com. RedRocksRS.com stands for Red Rocks Roof and Solar. They got you covered from beginning to end on a solar system, including battery backups and generators, complete off-grid systems. If you want to get a hold of them, here's that number, 303-704-2449.
Happy holidays, everyone. Here's a great gift for you.
I'm trying to get a picture of this clown.
Isn't that crazy how people just drop hundreds of thousands of bucks on stuff? And just,
Here's a check for $120,000.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I forgot even about that part.
We
She
need to
said she had
send him a
pay
pic.
that a
We
year in
need to
advance.
find out.
He's
God
got a year
damn.
to party hard.
This is him, John Rizzi, home building, Bailey, Colorado. I found him on LinkedIn, but I can't see a picture
Okay, Dave,
of
I'm
his
gonna.
ass.
Yeah, we got to talk to Tom about it. Listen to the phone when you hear your name. Come on and tell him about this. La 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 la.
Damn it. This is Juan Rizzi. You
soon
got
as I
a
need
problem
you to
with
get a
me,
picture.
Martino? You fuck.
Hey, have her go on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, and see if she can find a picture of this guy.
It goes to a little kid.
What do you mean, a little kid?
Instagram does.
Oh. Nothing
Hi,
at the
Juan.
phone number?
Hey, this is the Tom Martino show. One of your customers is calling our live radio show complaining about you taking money from them, and Tom wanted to get your side of the story, man, to see if that's really adding up. Her name is Robin Miller.
Well, and
Yeah, her name is Robin Miller. She's on our live radio show. You are not on the radio right now, but Tom Martino is requesting that you come on and talk about Robin Miller and the work you haven't done for her. You got a minute for us? Sure. Okay, you got a number on your caller ID for me? All right, call me back, man. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I believe he'll call back.
Let's light him up.
You want
You
to
got your
bet Mark
cookies
on
made
that
for
one?
Santa?
That sounds like the old soft shoe.
Love to come on. I'm right in the middle of a very important call.
Juan the contractor.
Tom's
Juan the
tree
con-
looks like Marge's hair
Juan the
from The
con.
Simpsons.
Juan the con man.
Tommy.
I knew I'd seen it before.
Yeah.
On
It
Sleaze
does.
Brigade, he should be Juan the con.
Juan the con man
Good.
tractor.
I got to get a picture, sister.
I was looking for one. He's
Me
hard to
too.
find out there.
God, it does. I just pulled up Marge.
I should have a filler picture I use.
Okay, on this day in blank, Beatles founder and music icon John Lennon was murdered.
Yesterday.
What year?
Oh, what year?
It says on
Wasn't it
December
like
8th.
1972?
No, I think it was the 7th. I don't think it was the 8th.
It says here, on this day, December 8th, blank year, he was murdered.
I would have to guess, if I'm guessing.
What would be the year?
What year did John Lennon die?
Are you kidding me? Come
I would
on, man.
say
I remember it like it was
1940.
yesterday.
John
It
Lennon?
was
was
1980.
Oh, no, not 40. He was born.
1980.
He was born in 1940, if I recall.
It was 1980.
No,
I was
that's not
working-
true. That's not correct.
Yeah, it was. And I was working on my airplane, and a guy came up and said, "Hey, Tom."
Well, he won a Grammy
Show, what
Award
is
in
your first name?
1981.
Well, Mark, it was posthumous because he was killed in 1980.
Well, he should be. I haven't talked to him in a month or two, but I love that man. I think he's still around. Why?
Almost
You having an issue?
Award.
It was an posthumous award. Isn't
Yeah,
that like
explain to
a fake
Mark what
award?
posthumous
Let me
means,
take your, can I
please.
take your phone number and I'll text his
Means when
cells,
you're
make
dead,
sure
they
everything's
give you
okay.
Hey, listen. You got to explain
What's
to
your
Mark
name?
what posthumous and what award means.
And what's your phone number?
Award's a place where you get to sleep at night with a funny white jacket.
It's a place where Tom's lived the last 10 years and thinks
And are
he's
you
still
a
doing
current
his
client
show.
or you're trying to hire him?
God, I remember it. I remember it.
Let me give him a text, make sure everything's okay?
10 seconds, guys.
I will let you know if there's something wrong. Otherwise, he...
Wealth.com. Denver's talk station. 630 KHOW.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Robin, what was the purpose of your call? Let us help you. What do you want to do? Do you want to expose this guy? We want to get his side of the story. I want to get a photo of this guy.
Sure.
We got to warn people. What do you want?
Yes, that's what I want. I don't want him to do business with anyone again. I don't want him to continue to do this because he obviously will.
God, this is dangerous.
What I want is him to stop. I want him to be stopped. He should not be in this business.
I cannot find a picture of him anywhere. Anyway, I want you to go on a mission with us to try to track down a picture of him on the internet.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll
I'll
do that.
put up anything, but you know, the bottom line is this is bad news. God, this is
He
dangerous.
said he's going to call us back.
Sure he will.
Well, you know, he says he'll do a lot of things.
Bailey, Colorado.
How did he sound on the air, Suzanne? Or not on the air? How did he sound on the phone?
He was cordial enough. He just said he was on the other line and would have to call me back.
According to his LinkedIn, he's college educated. Robin, does he come off as a a good guy?
He's very cordial. He's very easy to talk to. He talks like he knows what he's doing. He prides himself and would talk about it a lot on how good he is at talking to people. So he has his way of getting in and getting your trust, and he's very respectful.
Typical con.
Very calm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is, and he has lots of excuses for why he earned the money that we paid him. But this is clearly...
Have you tried to
Can you get us in touch?
Have you tried going to the DA
with that
on
other
this?
couple?
Have I tried what? Can you
Going to
repeat
the
that?
Robin,
DA.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. The district attorney.
The DA? You know
Yeah.
what? The other couple that had contacted me, the $175,000 one, they went to, they went to the police, but I don't think they went to the DA.
There's a thing called the Contractors Trust Act. He's supposed to hold that money in a little pot just for you. He can't use it for any other jobs or anything else.
Listen, I need to know something. Can you get us in touch with the other couple?
Oh, absolutely. They would love to.
All right. Please give that name off the air to
Okay.
Suze.
And Tom, hopefully this will be a wake-up call.
Give their name and number, okay?
Okay.
This is a big-time
problem.
sleaze here.
Tom, it should be a wake-up call to people out there to always background check somebody who's going to do this much work for you.
Yeah, even if they're on Home Advisor, especially if they're on Home Advisor. Robin, we're going to be in touch. Hang on, Suze, get her information so we can also try to get a photo of this guy. See if the other couple has a photo. Send me her name, the other couple's name, Suze. I want to put it in our call program. Dave, you have a problem with a cement contractor. What's going on, Dave?
Well, listening to the conversation you had with that other gal, mine's not near as bad a problem as that. But my problem is that this, and I take part of the blame for not doing further checking on this outfit before doing what we did. It was a seal coating company. The name of the company is 5-Star Seal Coating.
And what kind of seal coating?
Well, this is what we got into, and I questioned it while he was doing it. He did concrete. My driveway, my neighbor's driveway, two other neighbors.
Was it supposed to be like an epoxy finish or just a seal coat?
That's what I kept asking him as he was doing it. He called it an epoxy coat with Portland cement, water, and he put this supposedly epoxy in it. But as it dried, he told me you could walk on it within 3 hours or 4 hours.
But Dave, what I'm asking you, Dave, was your purpose just to seal the driveway, or were you trying to put a beautiful finish on it?
I was trying to just seal the driveway.
Okay.
I mean, with a seal coat, and that's what I kept asking him when he was doing it. And I said, now you're going to go back over that with what I used in the past is a seal coat so that it would repel water and keep the water from getting in there and freezing and thawing and breaking the concrete up.
Right. Now I know what you're just talking about, a sealer. You weren't interested in making it look like marble or granite or anything like that.
He promised the neighbor, the first neighbor that did it, he promised that it would fill all the holes, the gaps, go into the shrink cracks. And I said, that stuff doesn't work like that. And
so what happened then?
Well, as it dried
how much
and
did you pay?
I paid $1,800. The other
up
neighbor,
front?
Yeah. Well, after he got done with it, I wrote him a check.
Oh, okay.
And the neighbor across the street, his was roughly the same because he has about the same size concrete area.
Don't they just basically pour it on in buckets?
His project.
Don't they just
so
pour
after it was
on?
finished, you paid $1,800. What are you complaining about?
What I'm complaining about is as it dried and cured, you walk across it, you leave tracks because it's gone right back to the Portland cement. You might as well have taken a bag of Portland cement, taken a broom and broomed it over my driveway and everything. And anytime you drive into the garage or anything, you leave tracks of Portland cement everywhere.
Wait a minute. So if you took a hose right now, if you took a hose and sprayed it, what would you do? Would it repel the water?
We got a rainstorm 2 days after he did this job, and my neighbors and I fortunately had finished. I went back and sealed with the seal coat we were talking about. I went down to Lowe's and bought me some seal coat and went back over the driveway and sealed it down so we wouldn't be tracking this stuff everywhere. My neighbor has had a river of cement going down his thing, and every time they drive their cars, it goes right back out into this. I mean, the trail goes right back out into the street.
But what about yours?
No, when after I sealed it down with the seal coat that I bought from Lowe's, it has sealed it down. I feel like it's pretty well sealed. I still get a little bit of tracking in certain places.
What did that cost you?
I bought 6 gallons at $40 a gallon. It came out to $260. Well, with discount and everything, it was about $266.
So you're talking about his finish powdered. Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, he basically I almost certain he didn't use enough of that bonding agent. He just basically mixed in a tub Portland cement and water.
I get it, man. So anyway, why don't you sue him in small claims court for the $1,800?
Well, I haven't looked into that further. I just basically, to be honest with you, the thing I want is to warn other people, like that other gal mentioned.
What's his name?
His name is Nick Stevens.
God Almighty, all of these people.
Well,
Nick
let's try
Stevens
to get him on during the break.
Is it Nick Stevens with a V?
Stevens is Stevens, and it's Nick.
And where is he out of?
It doesn't have. See, here's the thing. I got his brochure and everything that he gave me, and let me read a little bit on it. He does commercial.
No, how'd you find him, Dave?
He was doing the first neighbor. He was doing his that night. He came over and gave me an estimate and gave me and this is where I made the mistake. I should have taken some extra time, gone out and checked this guy out. He does supposedly commercial, residential. Not only does he do concrete, but he does asphalt. He does asphalt driveways, parking lots. So when you got a whole list of all these things that he does, and he said, but here's the funny thing: after you get done with him, he says 100% satisfaction, 3-year warranty. Now, somebody that gives you a 3-year warranty, you would think they would return phone calls and get back to you.
Yeah, but bro, okay, the guy's a clown. This is one of the biggest areas of ripoffs.
Right, and I made a mistake.
Did he have out-of-state plates?
No, he was at in-state. He said he does a 300-mile area around the West Mid. I asked him, where all do you do it? And he said, well, a 300-mile
I can't even
area.
find him on Google.
Well, his telephone number is 303-521-2182. When you call it, it just rings to a voicemail, either after one ring or after 5 or 6 rings, and he never returns your call. And if you want to, he has a Facebook thing. I didn't write it down. My neighbor's been texting him. It's 5-star seal coating, and however you do .com or however you do. I don't do Facebook or any of that. I got an email and that's it. I haven't, and I tried to reach out to him 2 days ago, and he didn't return my calls. My neighbor, I talked to him the other day, and he sent another text message and never got any message back.
Is it 5-star seal coating, period? Is that it, LLC?
Yeah, 5-star seal coating, and then that telephone number, and then he gave me his name when I wrote him out the check. And, buyer beware.
I'll try to get him on at break.
What's that?
We're going to try to call him.
5-star seal coating. I'm trying to find the guy. Again, there's
Give
no
Suzanne
picture.
the guy's name and phone number when we put you on hold, bro.
I don't think 5-star seal coating comes up in New York. I mean, he might have.
Now, when I called the city, the first ones I reached out to was the city building department, because I thought maybe they had him on a list or things. And because he didn't pull a permit, and they don't show him in any of their records or anything, but the one gal did look his telephone number up, and she got and put it on and went on the web, and she said
I don't see him on Facebook, man.
Is it 5-star Asphalt Maintenance LLC?
I'm looking for it, Mark. You're doing the same thing I am. I can't find him. I got him on 15374 East.
Are you spelling out 5 like the word 5, or are you putting the number 5?
Spelling it.
No, it's 5 like the number 5.
That's what I did. I did 5-star seal coating in Colorado. Nothing comes up on Facebook.
What'd you get when you put the telephone number in? 303-521-2182. That's what the gal over at the city said she put in, and she got it came up.
I'm looking at a Keith Ramsey. Is that his name?
No, Nick Stevens.
Yeah, I can't find him, man. I mean, you say you see him here, but man, I don't see him. This is hard. You got to send us some links. This guy could be a ghost. I mean, I don't know.
That may be the case on it. He may be gone.
I mean, I don't think you're going to get a dime.
I know. Be honest with you, Tom. I'm not. I know that I bit the bullet on this, but I'm looking at you always look at the positive side of things. I'm looking at it. I was going to do this on my own next year anyway with the seal coating stuff, and at $266, $275 every 2 years is when I've been doing it. I'm not going to do this ever again. So in 5 years, I'll coup back my money. That's how I look at it. If I had to go and keep doling out money and doing it myself, I would have to pay $275.
Man, I have been searching every single way you can think of on LinkedIn, Facebook, the internet. This guy's nowhere. That might be a fake name.
No, he cashed the check the day after I wrote it out. And I wrote it out to Nick Stevens.
And you're saying the phone number comes up? Okay, 303. I'll put it in again. 303. What is it? 521.
2182.
2182. Okay.
Yeah, and when I was calling him at the beginning of the thing, when he was doing the project, he would answer the phone. But after this all got done, and my neighbor and I both couldn't get him to come over and finish it. He said he had a problem with his wife had to go to the hospital. So we understood that and gave him a couple of days to get back to us. He kept setting these appointments up and then never showing up.
Nothing's coming up on that phone.
I do see a Keith Ramsey come up under that.
But it's Nick Stevens.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that might be. And because it doesn't answer when you call that number, all it does is go to
Mark,
voicemail.
I don't see even that name. I don't see anything on that number except...
It doesn't even identify.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Leland Conway at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Major delays for folks leaving town on the west end and into the high country. I-70 westbound remains closed between 6th Avenue and Golden and C-470 due to a major accident involving a semi-truck. The on-ramps from 6th Avenue and 470 westbound to I-70 westbound are also closed as crews work on this mess. There is no estimated time for reopening. This is a major accident. Drivers looking to detour can take westbound I-70 to Colfax US 40 and take US 40 back to I-70 after C-470. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, expecting snow by the end of the day, highs in the 40s. The current temperature is 42 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Cyber Monday is Dell's biggest sale of the year. Get limited time deals, free shipping, and huge savings on laptops like the XPS 13. Engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies can give you a lot of comfort by looking at your plan for retirement. If you don't have one, even better. They can help you come up with one. It's best in your 30s, 40s, 50s even. I contacted them late, but they still helped me. They said, Tom, you have some elements here. You have a pension and a 401k. You have, an IRA. But you need to put them together to create incomes and security. Then you need some other insurance and maybe some better estate planning. They're the quarterback. They look at every element. They're your counselor. Now, a lot of things you buy, there are fees built in that they will let you know about. They more than make up for those fees with the money they're saving you, with knowledge, experience, comfort, security, and income. So I want you to call them and meet with them. You have nothing to lose. They're sponsors of this show. rpcenter.com. Good people. rpcenter.com. 970-663-3211. 970-663-3211. How much time do I have?
4.
Well, that depends.
Oh, shut up.
How you been eating lately? Staying off the sugar?
How are your
Tons
bowels?
of pizza. He's got tons of pizza.
He eats a lot of pizza.
Bowels-
I give you
toppings,
till at
not-
least
not the
70.
crust.
Bowels are a good indicator of what's going on.
I do like his Marge Simpson hair tree.
Did you see this? His screen next to the tree. Sometimes it looks like there's a glowing sun in the background. It's funny.
Wait till I have my tree up.
Nope, it's going to be puppies dressed as
home
Santa
studio.
and an elf or a little reindeer.
You can have a visit to the emergency room.
Who?
You.
Yeah, right.
Dressing our dogs up.
Troubleshooter Show. What is
Best
your
way
first
to get
name?
bit.
Nico will tune her up quick.
Ted, hi, in a sentence or less. What did you want to talk to Tom about today on the show?
I can't find this clown.
Seal and coating, I think, is what it was called.
5-star. Yeah, that's right.
You found him?
They called seal coat.
Yes.
Did you find him, guys?
She's on the phone. We'll see.
Hold on, I left a message. This could be them.
Morons.
Ah, shit, I got to take this call real quick. This is Mark. Oh, yeah, I had a question. We know an older gentleman. Let's just say he's in his 70s.
Okay, in the
And he's
interest
been
of time,
acting
how
a
did we
little
leave
erratic,
the call with
hasn't
you? What
been
did
on
Tom tell
time.
you?
And we're seeing if we could get him evaluated on a hold over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Tom Martino.
Hey.
Okay, can I have you come back on?
You sons of
No,
bitches.
listen, if you just
Can
act
I have
like
you
a
come back
pizza
on and tell
delivery
your
guy,
story
he'll go
again?
with you.
Don't worry, he'll be ordering in the next 10, 20 minutes.
You guys are nasty.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
this is all going in a lawsuit.
Okay. Okay, and could I have you on again to tell Tom about your story about Nick Stevens? I didn't. You called us back in August complaining about this guy.
Holy moly!
Oh, really?
Okay, and the guys are hearing me. Do they want to talk to you? You got a minute?
This.
Hang on, Ted. He said he called us back in August over this guy.
Sons of bitches.
Did
Now,
our
what do you
guy
think is
hang
going to
up?
happen to that shooter? He's going to get, if it's not a death penalty state, he's going to get life imprisonment. That's all. I don't know what the big deal is.
Oh, you just had to call back?
He killed 4 freaking people.
All right, hold tight. It's cool, man. Hold tight. Yeah. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Okay.
It's the same guy we were just talking to.
Okay, we're going back to him.
I don't know.
Who called? What's his name?
Ted called back in August.
Ted, I'm going to look
Nick
it up.
Stevens was doing some roof repairs for him or something.
Oh.
He's got roof seal. He's
10
got
seconds,
cement
guys.
seal, asphalt seal, roof seal.
Homelessness in Denver is turning into a disaster for Denver and the state. We'll break it down and talk about how to salvage this mess. Join me at 4.
Hey, we got a call from a guy who said he called us in August about this. Is that true? A Ted called us in August about Nick Stevens. Mark, did anyone call Nick Stevens?
Yeah, it just rings and rings. I did leave a message, so we'll see.
Okay, I'm looking for this Ted guy that called. Was his name Ted? I can't find him. I can't. Why the hell did that come up as? Okay, I'm trying to find Ted.
Just ask Ted. Pull him up on line 3.
Yeah.
Ted.
I don't know if he knows the exact date, but I'm looking. When did he say in August? I'm looking.
Ted, give us some info, bro.
Okay.
Did you use your name, Ted?
When I called, yes, Ted Vestal.
I can't find a Ted in my database. I cannot find a Ted in my database.
It had to be at the end of July, the first part of August.
But how did this guy screw you? If it's the same guy, what happened,
And
bro?
what name did you give us back then? Did you give us the name of Nick Stevens?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to put it down.
This was, maybe this might refresh your memory. I had found this guy on an app.
Was
called
there a roof leak?
Yes.
And was he with Serena?
Yes, that's his wife's name.
And did you pay him for $800?
Yes, I did.
And got nothing.
It's supposed to be a sealant for the roof, right?
That's correct. He did. All he did was slop some goop up there. He was supposed to put up some flashing and seal it, which he didn't do. I wrote him the check, asked him for a receipt. He said that he'd done those by email, that he would have his son send me a receipt. He never did. I called back. He said that he would take and get it done. That went on 2 or 3 times.
Did he ever do it?
No. And then he ghosted. He just started ghosting me on the phone. You can't never get a hold of the guy.
So he never came back to do the repair?
Well, he came back. He done the repair, but he didn't do it right.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. But he never gave me a receipt. I don't have an
I wonder
address.
if he uses the same stuff on the roof that he uses on asphalt.
Probably. I have pictures of what he done from the roofing people who came out. I just went ahead and put a new roof on to solve my issue. But this guy is a complete flake. He needs to be dealt with. But I can't get an address for him.
Man, you weren't ripped off for a lot. You know what? What's amazing to me is you paid $800 and he at least did some work. These other people, I mean, it sounds like he's a clown.
He is. He's a complete clown. but I can't get an address for him to serve him so I could take him to small claims court.
Now, when you saw an ad posted for Serena and Nick Stevens, what business were they using?
They didn't have a business name. What they done is on this Nextdoor app, they would take and clip.
Wait, hold on. He was on Nextdoor?
Yes. He's no longer on there because when I responded to Nextdoor, I put a posting in there about what he had done. It got over 11,000 reviews on it. They kicked him off. They kicked him off the Nextdoor app.
That's good.
Yeah. But this guy, so because I can't get an address, what I got is I have a phone number. I don't know if it's still valid because I haven't tried to call it lately. But if I could get a hold of him through that phone number, I'm going to set him up to do a false job to try to get an address.
Why do you want an address?
So I can file small claims court.
Well, you should file it and have the paperwork ready, then call for the fake job, and when he shows up, serve him.
Well, but they tell me it's small claims in northern Colorado. I have to have an address.
Oh, that could be true. I've never run into that. That's interesting. Yes, maybe you do have to have one.
Yeah, I've got to have an address to make sure that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not registered with the Secretary of State. I mean, the guys, here's the issue, man. To be honest with you, even if you got a judgment against a deadbeat because he doesn't show up, there's no way a guy like this is showing up for court. You'll get that judgment, but you're never going to turn it into money, man. You're going to pay $55 for a piece of paper that says a deadbeat owes you money.
Well, but the thing of it is, he was driving a new truck that had temp plates on it, so I know he had to have some kind of credit to be able to buy a truck.
Well, listen, here's what I think. I think that you're going to have a tough time getting anything out of this. You may as well forget it, bro. I mean, for $800?
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I guess it's just the principle of the thing. What, in my mind, what's another $55 if I can just get him served, you know? To me, it's just...
Yeah, you just want it. I get it, man. I dig.
Yeah.
But well, we'll try to find him. Let's try to find him, guys. Let's try to get a picture of this guy. Let's get him on Sleaze Brigade. Let's do the whole bit.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. I'm marking it on here, so we will listen. This we don't take this lightly. That we got to warn people about this guy.
No, if anything, it will warn them. You know, I talk about this. You Google some of the names of people on sleazebrigade.com. I don't care who you are or where you're Googling from. The stuff that first comes up about them is Sleaze Brigade. So it will haunt them.
And I'm going to, for the record, I'm going to put them up there. I promised a guy earlier this week I'm going to add someone. I'm doing that too.
And then this guy that took the $121,000, this Juan character, we need a picture of him. Let's get him up. That guy's taking big bucks.
You know, you're right. That Juan guy, yeah, we're going to, so I have them marked, Mark, and then what I need to do really, and of course I don't need a photo. I mean, I'll get them up no matter what, but a photo truly helps. It helps with the Google, that's why they're placing so high, Mark.
All right, let's do this real quick, then we'll come back.
All right.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Major delays continue for folks out west into the high country. I-70 westbound. The closure has been extended between 6th Avenue and Morrison Road due to a major accident involving a semi-truck. The on-ramps from 6th Avenue and 470 westbound to I-70 are also closed as crews continue on this mess. Drivers looking to detour can take westbound I-70 to exit for Colorado 58 and travel through Golden to US 40. From 40, enter back onto I-70 after C470. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, snow later today. Highs in the 40s, overnight low of 20 degrees. Tomorrow partly cloudy, high 38. The current temperature in Denver is 42 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Keel and Park, estate planning attorneys. For a trust, a will, maybe you're facing probate or want to avoid probate. Whatever it is, they can handle it, including transitioning your business to others, maybe putting your business in a trust even. They have a really good way of doing things with a free initial review of everything and then flat rate pricing. Keel and Park, those are common spellings with E's on the end, Keel and Park. Now you can also go to their website, lawkp.com, 970-818-8198, 970-818-8198, lawkp.com. Simply Floors, what a name. It says it all. SimplyFloorsInc.com will show you a lot about this company. 2 locations, 470 in Quebec, 52nd and Ward, southwest corner. Here's the deal. Buddy and Karen Mitchell are your experts. They'll help you pick the right stuff for the right job, the right price, and they're excellent, best installers. It'll be a good experience whether it's a fix and flip or it's your dream home, and there's no job too small either. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com, 303-731-5380.
Guy salutes him at the end. Yep, watch this, Doc.
Who?
Minute.
Coyote. The fucking coyote.
What are you going to do?
45 seconds.
You ain't doing nothing, are you, Jack?
Hanging up on line 1.
It's the best.
Are you hanging up?
I mean, the guy's been holding for 3 hours.
Do you think I can take it? Will I have time or not?
You've got
About 45
at least
seconds.
4 or 5 minutes.
No, how much time?
45 seconds at most.
You shut up, Mark. I have 45 seconds.
I blame Doc.
You know, did you ever notice, though, that I'm always on time usually?
Yeah. Yeah.
60% of the time.
We were
it works
just saying
every
that.
time.
He's on time unless I'm not.
Actually, you're always on
I'm
your
making
time.
a New Year's resolution.
Good luck.
I will never be late for a spot. Or I will give you $1 every time.
Well, let's just
Hold
take
on.
the over.
Don't
we can
record
take the
that.
over under on that, Tom.
Don't record that.
Don't record that.
Nix that out of the YouTube feed.
Well, Mark, what's the over under on that?
My morons will always
One show, 2 shows.
Monday.
Those
$600
morons will hold.
Monday first hour is the over under. Monday first break is the over under on that, Doc.
I said New Year's resolution.
Right.
Tuesday, January 2nd.
Exactly.
First break, 10:15. Oh wait, we don't
You
even
know-
know when he'll go to break though.
Right.
Somewhere between 10:10
really,
and
when did this
10:30.
show turn?
Perfect.
Wait. When did this show turn into a total lack of respect? When did this happen? Like, was there a date or did it slowly happen?
What's Tom's birthday again?
1912?
I think
Hey, Tommy's not that old.
maybe it happened when I joined the show.
Shit.
Oh, boy.
Let me Google this. Is Tom Martino getting really
Suze.
old?
Yeah.
Suze,
Yeah.
when you sent me this Rizzy,
Yeah.
that's the other couple. I get it.
Hey,
Thanks.
Jeff said your first plane. I didn't know you actually flew the Kitty Hawk when you were younger.
Hey.
He learned, like the Flintstones car. He's running down the runway. Where can you see the Kitty Hawk? Isn't that in the Washington?
Smithsonian.
I think I saw it, actually.
Yeah.
We were there this year.
Yeah, part of the Smithsonian.
Yeah, we were just in the aerospace. It is unbelievable, man. It is
I bet.
so cool.
I was at Kitty Hawk. I mean the original one.
Yeah, when you were 17.
I saw Wilbur and Orville.
Wilbur, you went to school with
Yeah,
him.
you taught them everything they know.
Taught him to ride a
About
bike.
timing.
How to fix a bike.
I didn't know there was a USS Kitty Hawk.
Yeah.
All right, 15 seconds, guys.
Yeah, no idea. Boy, that is some contraption, man.
Leland.
Okay, hold on. I did not mean to ignore this caller. Let's bring him up. I'm serious. Jason, I'm so sorry. Jason is the one who suffered this loss. He was living in a home that his brother owned, and it
cue
was,
the music.
Destroyed by flood. Not destroyed, but really hurt.
Okay.
And you're running out
Do you
of
think
money,
we could
Jason.
put him
You say
on
you
hold?
need money for dog food
and come back Monday.
Pretty much just dog food. If you could help with gas, but mostly.
Okay, we're going to give you $100. Okay. Will that help? I hope so.
It's the easiest way to get you $100, man.